course, we'll keep an eye on that here as we are at the Colonel Stadium. It is the final game of the season for both North and South, and we look forward to bringing it for you right here on WSON. Greg Busby was on the call of the girls' semi-state, the Final Four, if you will, from Douglas High School in Lexington, Kentucky. And, of course, it was the Lady Colonels on the unfortunate side of a 5-0, a bit of a lopsided victory, but no shame in that as South Oldham going for their 8th state championship. And, Scott, we knew it was going to be tough. We got the right draw, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, and, make it to the Final Four, first time in the history of Lady Colonels soccer.
Yes.
Hats off to them. Great season. And, to make it that far, there's not classes in the state of Kentucky. Top 4 out of I don't even know how many teams, probably over 200 teams. So,
yeah,
great job by the Lady Colonels. And I'm sure it was a run that, who would have really thought that they'd have made it this far? If you look at the RPI rankings, they were 51st. So, they finish either third or fourth.
Yeah, and talking with Coach Ben Dempsey about 3 weeks ago, really didn't know early when we started the season what kind of a team that he had. But then it really turned into something quite magical as the season progressed. This was the Lady Colonel team that took a back seat to no one. So congratulations to those folks. And, again, we appreciate the work of Benson Pryor, the Colonel soccer coach that was the voice of the Colonels along with Greg Busby in the postseason. And, of course, Greg did a wonderful job, and they are now heading back from Lexington, and we'll talk about that with Greg tomorrow. Now, as far as tomorrow night is concerned, no rest for the weary. As Greg Busby, Scott Stone, and myself will be over at Rice Stadium for the Colonels as they take on the Red Devils of Owensboro. The Red Devils with their only loss of the season coming against St. X, and that is no shame as St. X is a far better team under Kevin Wallace than they've been in many, many years. We are just seconds away from kickoff. It'll be North 7th grade, the Cadets kicking off to South, and we are underway. The kick is a short one. It caught by the man on the front line there, and he fell on it. And it looks like he remained with possession. That was number 51, Elijah Harvey. So good field position for North as they get started. As they're going to be on the north side of midfield, and we're just underway. North, it should be noted, is the home team for tonight. They're going to be, unfortunately, in white uniforms, which normally would be a road uniform, but they're in their white jerseys, trimmed in maroon, with their dark gray pants. And South will come on with the black on black with white shoulder inserts and maroon numerals trimmed in white. Jack Dalton is the quarterback. They're in the wishbone. Are the Bulldogs. First is a handoff, and that's going to be number 44, Kingston Scheidler. Takes it for a short gain off the right side. Looks like a gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
You'll see a lot of that from the Bulldogs. They're going to a lot of power game. Then every once in a while, they'll go back to try to sneak a pass into the tight end. But they got some big boys up there blocking, and Nunn and Hagan. And that line's been pretty good all year as the South comes in with a nice 5-2 record.
Back in the double tight wishbone for South. It's going to be a straight dive, but the big fella's running, and he's rumbling inside the 30-yard line. He's going to go down. It looks like a gain of about 12 on the play. As this is a guy that you talked to me about in the pregame. That is number 35, Christian Hagan, and he is going to carry a load, and he did just that. It's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs. Gain of 17 on the play. And South has the football now. Heading in on the 28-yard line with the nose of the football there.
Hey, Raylan. Hello?
Once again, South with the football, handing the ball off, going left side again.
He's calling back.
And that's going to be another long run as the Bulldogs have the ball inside the 10-yard line. I was unable to make out the number. I don't know if that was 35 again. If it was Hagan going for his second long run of the drive.
Yes.
And with the clock running now at 6:25 to go in the first quarter, it looks like it's the Bulldogs looking to draw first blood in this one. If you're just joining us, it's the annual North-South football game, 7th grade underway right now, the 8th grade game to follow. And we apologize, we've got John Siebert on the sideline, but right now having some technical difficulties getting the two-way transmitter working. But we'll get that looked at in just a moment. Big run all the way down to the goal line for the Bulldogs on first down. And again, South's uniform numbers are hard to pick up.
I think that was 44 that time.
Okay, so that looks like that might have been Kingston Scheidler. And the ball now rests inside the 1 yard line.
Yeah, Schneider 2 carries for 10, and Hagan 2 for 37.
Yeah, that's going to get it done. And if you're North right now, if you're one of the North coaches, you may want to think about a timeout. I don't know if you waste one here when the ball is so close to the goal line.
Right.
You just kind of see what your team is made of here. And North is not going to go in a goal line. Look at the right side,
Yeah,
Scotty.
you're not gonna do nothing over there.
There is a gap of about 3 players worth, maybe 4 players worth, and they ran the opposite direction. It's going to go easy touchdown there as they go off the left side. And I don't know if that was number 2, Harris.
Yep.
Yeah, Hezekiah Harris with the first touchdown of the game of the Bulldogs draw first blood. It's 6-0 with the PAT pending. Of course, this being a 7th grade football, more often than not, it is a 2-point conversion attempt.
Boy, these are big. They come up big in middle school.
Yeah, absolutely they
Call
do.
South the 8th grade game. They didn't get a one of them, and they lost by 3.
Handing off to the fullback, Scheidler. He's going to go in. Number 35, I'm sorry,
Hagan.
Christian Hagan. I apologize. 8-0. The Bulldogs lead it. We'll take a timeout, come back with the kickoff right after this. It's the North-South football game right here on WSON.
The Henderson Police Department's proud to not only keep our community safe, but to support Henderson County academics and athletics. They're proud of the hard work each of our Henderson County students put in, whether it be in the classroom or on a sports team. A special shout out goes to all the parents, grandparents, and other family members who support our students. Go Colonels and Lady Colonels from the Henderson Police Department.
Open enrollment for Medicare is just around the corner, and Field & Main Insurance has friendly, local experts who can help. We understand that as your life changes, it's important for your insurance to keep up. Whether you're 65 and just now eligible to enroll in Medicare, or you're looking to change your coverage, we'll fit you with the right plan for your needs and your budget. Make your appointment today. Call 270-826-3499 or visit fieldandmaininsurance.com.
You're listening to the annual North-South Games, featuring the North Middle School Cadets and the South Middle School Bulldogs, here on WSON, Henderson, Kentucky.
All right, South with a short kickoff. It's fielded by North, one of the upbacks on the 40-yard line. And with that, well, that might help. Yeah, Scotty, there you go. Now we're thinking. We're having a hard time getting our technical difficulties relieved on the field with John, and I think now that should be Scott come up with a plan. And then, John, if you can hear us, just check your two-way transmitter again. We should be just fine. 8-0. South leads it early on. 5:06 to go here in the first quarter. North with the football for the first time today. In the shotgun. Motion to the right, and it's going to be a roll to the right by the quarterback. He's being chased behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Looks like a gain of about 1 or 2 on the play, and that is number 2, Brody Belt, the quarterback on the quarterback sweep. Try it now.
Yeah, Brody Belt with a lot of speed. They're going to try to get him on the edge as much as possible tonight, because this can be tough selling going up the middle against this South Bulldog defense.
Yeah, there's a lot of size on this South front line.
Hagan, Nunn, all those guys that ran the football, they're on the line.
All right, on second down, they give up the middle. It looks like you're going to lose a yard on that one. Bringing up a long 3rd and 9 on this one. All right, we should have John all squared away now.
That was
So we will
25
get
Steve.
we will get how he sees things on the field here from this point on. 4:35 clock running. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 on the 39. Maybe make it more like 9 yards on this one. Is North needs something positive to happen here in the pistol formation. The quarterback belt. Hands off on the jet sweep, moving around left end, number 33. That's Devron Cobb. He's going to take it to the house.
Got outside. He ran to the races.
That is a 59-yard run by Devron Cobb. Number 33 in North has cut this to 2. It's now 8-6 with the PAT pending. And Scott, I literally looked down for just 1 second, giving the microphone back to John Siebert. And next thing I know, he's across midfield, and he is just kicking up dust behind him.
Yeah, did the end around there and got him to the outside.
Yeah, a jet sweep will do that, and it's so important for these defensive ends or even the corners on that side to keep contained. And they just let him wiggle free out there, and he went untouched, 59 yards to the house to make it a 2-point game. Now they got trips receivers to the left, out of the shotgun, running back to the right of the quarterback belt. Takes the snap, looking left. He's going to pump fake fire in the end zone, and it's got. And that's going to be the 2-point conversion catch for Cobb. So he's got all the points for North right now, and we're all tied at 8 apiece with 4:04 to go. Back with more of the North-South football game right after this message.
If you're a business owner or HR director, this message from Assurance Consulting and Testing Solutions is for you. We provide 24-hour on-site drug and alcohol testing for companies of all sizes. Working around your company's schedule, we come to your location and provide rapid results or DOT lab-based results. We're specialists. Drug testing is what we do. Learn more. Visit axtesting.net. Assurance Consulting and Testing Solutions. Simple, accurate, convenient.
It's time to call T&G Heating and Air Conditioning. Let them check your system and do a tune-up to make sure your system is operating efficiently. T&G is a trained dealer and can meet all your air conditioning and heating needs. From servicing your current unit to new installations, T&G specializes in trade, offering residential and commercial service. Call Jay today at T&G Heating and Air, 270-826-5287. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Colonel Stadium, Steve Tower, along with Scott Stone. Greg Busby on his way back from Lexington. And the Lady Colonels drop a 5-0 decision in the state Final Four to South Oldham. Your score here early in the fourth quarter, 8-8, and somebody's going to take a timeout. Not sure who. So it looks like North with the timeout, as both teams head over to talk to their coaches.
4 minutes in, we've had 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions.
Yeah, usually
We'll
don't
have a
have
shootout.
A lot of times you don't have that in a half, and it looks like that South for the second time we've got the football near midfield there, right at midfield.
All right, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you got me now. All right.
Way loud.
Yeah.
Turn it down. There we go. So, John, really, you've been down there close to the field now for the last few minutes. What conditions are they playing on tonight?
It's perfect. You can't get this field any better, to be honest with you. Grounds crews have done an amazing job. As to be honest with you, ever since even I played here, the field is just it's in perfect playing condition right now.
Yeah, it really is, especially all things considered. You've had 4 home games. The only home game they didn't have here this year was the Christian County game that was called due to COVID, no protocol on behalf of Christian County. But for the most part, there's been a lot of freshman games as well as JV games on it. It looks really, really good. I'm surprised at the amount of green grass, green Bermuda.
We took on a ton of rain lately, too.
So right now, the South Bulldogs with it at midfield out of the wishbone again. A handoff to the deep back. And that was, again, that's Harris, number 2. And he goes for a 1-yard loss on that one.
Yeah, Hesse took over once, Richard Green isn't at South anymore. He's moved to North, and so he's taken over for the running back duties. But they went to more of a bigger set once that happened as well.
Yeah, he got the ball. I guess he's the one that took it into the end zone for the first score of the game for the Bulldogs. You're not going to see, and it's usually the case with seventh grade teams, you're not going to see a lot of passing from either one of these teams, although North did use a 2-point conversion pass play, which was very effective in finding Cobb in the end zone for the 2-pointer that tied it up. Once again, the wishbone, 2nd and 11, a toss right on the sweep, and that is Harris. Makes one man miss and gets the ball across the original line of scrimmage, and there's going to be a flag on the play. Other than that, it looked like it's going to be like 3rd and 9, but let's hear what the penalty is.
It's going to be a holding.
Yeah, it looks like holding call against the Bulldogs. That's going to move it back quite a bit. So wipe out the short game by Harris. And it's going to be 3rd and very long. Make that 2nd because that play does not count. That's one of the things you got to look at. There's not paid field crews or the chain crews out here for this. So you've got to kind of wait until the official tells them what to put out there. So now it's going to be, it looks like 2nd and 20 from the 41-yard line of the South Bulldogs. Jack Dalton in the offset eye. He's going to hand it off. That's going to be number 44, Kingston, off the right side for a medium gain of about 4.5 yards. 2nd and 15.
Yeah, South has got some men back there in the backfield now with Kingston and Hagan, and then you got Nunn. And I tell you what now, and all three of them can move. I mean, they are light on their feet.
Yeah, they're not the Thunder and Lightning where they were when Green was back there maybe, but they're definitely a powerful backfield. And we saw them just march right down the field just about 4 or 5 minutes ago.
Penalties will hurt them really bad, and that 10-yard penalty hurt them just a second ago.
One receiver each way. Dalton fakes the handoff, rolling to his left. He gets around the edge. He's got some running room. Across the 50, across the 40. He's got 1st down and more. Dalton fighting, and it's going to be brought down by Davron Cobb around the north 33-yard line. Going to be a 1st down for the Bulldogs, looking to break this 8-8 tie as the clock's running now under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us here. Steve Tao, Scott Stone in the booth. And down on the sideline for us, thankfully, John Siewert.
Guys, those are two names you're going to hear for a long time, and that's DJ Cobb and Jack Dalton. I mean, those two guys, they're just winners, and they can flat play.
Certainly was exemplified on that play. The clock's still running. It looks like the play clock is not working currently, so the play clock is being kept on the field at this moment. It's just a flashing 6 right now. If it was a flashing 8, it would be to commemorate John Siewert as a free safety for Henderson County back in the mid to late 90s. All right, 1st and 10 on the 33, high snap. The handoff goes to Kingston around right side, makes one man miss. He's heading for a 1st down and more, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds by DJ Cobb after a gain of about, 12 on the play there? Maybe 14, maybe
13.
more. 13, and as a minute and 4, the clock is stopped. Yeah, the South Bulldogs looking to break this tie. North really hasn't figured out the South running game yet. They've made a couple of nice plays at and behind the line of scrimmage, but when South needed a big play, they've gotten it from their big plays guys of Hagan and also Kingston.
You know, if it was up to Dede over there, Coach Harrison, he'd have had about 10 more yards talking about getting his shoulder square and get upfield.
Yeah, and he also had him. He'd still have him in the wishbone as well. I promise you. From the shotgun again with the running back to the left of Dalton. Sweep motion behind the line of scrimmage. Handoff again. That one's going to be to, looks like Christian Hagan on that for a short gain off the right side. 2nd down, and it looks like it's going to be 6 to go for a 1st down, but looks like there's no end in sight unless North can create a turnover at some point.
Yeah, that's I was going to say the same thing. Like, how are you going to stop South right now when they're just going to get 3 yards about every time they want? And then they're going to control the clock.
And speaking of that, that's the end of the first quarter. Your score, the North Cadets 8, the South Bulldogs 8. We'll be back with more South-North action from Colonel Stadium right after this.
The Henderson Police Department's proud to not only keep our community safe, but to support Henderson County academics and athletics. They're proud of the hard work each of our Henderson County students put in, whether it be in the classroom or on a sports team. A special shout out goes to all the parents, grandparents, and other family members who support our students. Go Colonels and Lady Colonels from the Henderson Police Department.
You'll find farms in all 120 Kentucky counties. Know what else you'll find? A Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent. That means you get coverage on what's important to you. Hi, I'm James Runyon, Agency Manager with Henderson County Farm Bureau on Zion Road. We're wanting to wish good luck to the Henderson County Colonels, and we also want to invite you to both locations October 29th for our Membership Appreciation Day. Be food and giveaways. That's 3351 Zion Road and 324 North Elm Street.
This message brought to you by Henderson County Farm Bureau.
This is Mike Hazelwood with EM Ford.
Second quarter about to get underway as South Bulldogs are moving now. The ball's on the 17-yard line of the North Cadets. Handoff up the middle. And that's going to be some bruising tough yards there for number 35, Christian Hagan. It's going to get the ball down around the 10-yard line. Actually, I think they're going to spot it, just right out the back end of the football on the 11-yard line, as it's going to be only the third down play of the night. And North needs to do something special here to get that defense off the field, as the clock's moving now under 7:30 here to go before halftime.
Of course, I hate to use the word always, but most of the time, 99% of the time, you're in 4-down territory.
And Norris coaches are saying, put your face on him, put your face on him. I'm sitting there going, if I was in 7th grade, I ain't putting my face on him.
I might not if I was a freshman.
I think we've all had that story growing up where the coach is encouraging and you're like, you know what, I'm going to think better of this. Motion, Jack Dalton's going to take it himself, and he's going to be brought down for a short gain, but it looks like he got just enough to get the first down. So it's going to be goal-to-go situation just inside the 10-yard line for South, as it looked like Jack was going to break a little better run than that, but somebody reached out and grabbed him by the jersey from behind and brought him down. So it's going to be first and goal from the 9-yard line for the South Bulldogs on a great night. I think we're going to get very lucky on the rain. Most of the rain that we had today was early this morning. As a matter of fact, I drove through quite an extensive rain shower this morning heading into the radio station, but for most of the day, it's been on a drying trend. Two backs in the backfield. Dalton under center is going to hand the ball off. That's number 44, Scheidler, and he's going to run it down to the goal line and in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And that is Kingston Scheidler from about 9 yards out. And it's now South 14, North 8, pending the two-point conversion.
A lot better run, I thought, right there by Kingston. I thought he really stayed tight, if you will, on the end and got his shoulders turned, and that was a lot better run.
Yeah, it's a good point, John. A lot of times these guys will try to get out too wide, and he'll run away from where the blocking scheme was originally designed. And that time the young man got off the left end there and found daylight and pushed his way into the end zone. And now Dalton gets the play from the north sideline. We'll go over the coaches from both the 7th grade teams of now North and South coming up in just a moment. One back in the backfield. Dalton is under center, and he's going to roll to his left. He's going to pull up and throw, and a guy's wide open for the touchdown. Who is that, Scott?
It was Nunn.
Okay. Give me a number.
I think 66 is his number. Or 88 maybe.
There you go. Jacob Nunn with the two-point conversion catch there. And Jacob Dunn for the South Bulldogs has made it now a 16-8 football game, putting a lot of pressure back on this North offense. And it's one of those kind of games early on, Scott, that if one team gets a stop, they're going to have a decisive advantage.
No doubt, especially if you go up 2 scores. And South got what they wanted there. 8 plays, 5:43 off the clock, 50 yards. They want a 8-10 play drive, take 5 minutes off the clock. They want to shorten this game up. And if they get that 2-score advantage, lights out.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. And again, and the reason why, South is a team that's going to grind it out. They're going to carry the football like you saw there. That was a multiple play drive. I would say they had at least 7 or 8 plays on that particular drive. They picked up a couple of first downs along the way. And Jack Dalton's doing a good job of orchestrating this offense, and he's moving the ball around. He's already thrown a 1-2 points. Is it just the 1-2 point conversion he threw?
Yeah,
the young man, Belt for North, has already thrown a 2-point conversion there. But both teams, even North trailing 16-8 at this point, have done a good job of running their offense. The kickoff is underway. It's an onside kick, and it's going to be fallen on by North just on the north side of midfield. Looks like they're going to take over on their own 49-yard line with 6:20 to play in the first half. Steve Tao, Scott Stone, and John Seward providing our sideline coverage tonight, as we are so happy to be with you. I think this is the 6th year that we have had this north-south contest. The 7th grade playing first. We'll have the 8th graders scoring off in the nightcap. And it's always neat, and John, you may remember this as well, but it was always neat when the 8th grade game was over. They all came together at midfield, and from that point on, they were talked to by the head coach at that time of the Henderson County Colonels. And from now on, you guys are all Colonels.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty special thing. I didn't get to do it, but like if I would have had the opportunity to do something like this, I mean, no matter if you get to play any further or not. Oh, we've got an interception there.
Yeah, got an interception by the South Secondary as North tried to go to the big play there.
Trying to get you a number here.
Yeah, it looks like is it 26? I can't really tell. 26 or 28?
28.
All right, that is number 28. That is Briston Pride. And so Pride getting the first turnover of the game as South's got it in good field position. They've taken over the ball at the 50, the 49, and now the 45-yard line. And you're going to do pretty good if you have the ball in that type of field position. The coaches for North 6th and 7th grade football: Jason Henshaw, Jermaine Walker, Robbie Hurst, also Jonathan Kurtz, Jackson King, and Kobe Walker. For South, Glenn Bryant, Marty Capps, Zach Capps, Chris Dalton, and Dee Dee Harrison.
If I could real quick to go back on that last drive, just to talk about the kid that's so dynamic, and he showed how versatile he is, and that's Nunn. Catching that pass like that, how big he is, well, he's tough to stop.
Yeah, you're right.
He blocks really good, too.
Rolling to his left, it's Jack Dalton. Looks like it's going to be a quarterback sweep, and the young man picks up 6 yards on the play. Brought down, and looks like it's going to be just on the other side, on the north side of midfield. Looks like he's right the nose of the football on the 49-yard line. And pretty much the Bulldogs have been playing on the cadet side of the field most of the evening. Clock running at 5:40 remaining in the first half, as South has scored on both possessions, now created a turnover. They lead it 16-8 here.
I was surprised they passed.
Yeah.
The first possession, three runs, they covered 60 yards.
Yeah. And sometimes, you can't get out of your own way, and you just figure, well, we'll make a break here. And the run there, it looks like, is that
That's
Harris?
Harris.
Yeah, Harris on the play on a modest gain of about 1 yard. Nice play there.
Well, we talked about that earlier about getting on that, on the outside, and like on Dalton's run right there. Kids, kids don't play low enough. And even when they get older, they still don't. But just don't learn what low enough is, if you will, and like breaking down to make that cut back, into the field of play, if you will. And like with Dalton there, he easily gets 10 yards instead of 7, just breaking down and cutting.
Yeah, and again, his brother Ben, had a lot of experience, a quarterback running the football, and knew how to finish a run as well. And of course, he has the all-time record for yards in a game, over 300 yards rushing as a quarterback, and it was just an amazing feat that he performed last year. And Jack Dalton's going to be a very similar player when he gets there. Run off the right side and a lot of room, rumbling, stumbling is Kingston Scheidler, and he's run out of bounds at the 20, but the big fella got there, and he got there in a hurry, and that is a great run for a first down, as it looks like it's going to be one of those nights that you're just not going to be able to stop South running the football. 27 yards on the carry from Kingston Scheidler, and he takes it down to the north 21-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10.
Well, as much as I wanted to yell at my son on defense earlier for getting blocked, I wanted to praise him right there for having a great crack block right there and getting him free.
Yeah, again, it's often overlooked as the the blocking of wide receivers as one receiver each way and a handoff up the middle. And inside the 5 and rumbling on in. That is Christian Hagan. And he was not to be denied as he rattles in, and it's now 22-8 as with 4:08 to go in the first half. South has got the 2-point conversion pending, looking to make this
it's kind of
a
like
16-point game.
And Charles Barkley in one.
Yeah, it really is. I'm telling you, it was. You're kind of taking your life in your own hands, getting in front of some of these young men, because I can remember there was always those youth football guys, and a lot of them were that big in youth football league, and then when you ran into them like in the 8th or 9th grade, maybe in the 10th grade, they were the same size they were 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But I'll tell you what now, like South, I mean, North does too, but South's got a lot of size and speed. I mean, there's just a lot of talent, I think, from a football standpoint, it's coming up through the ranks.
All right. South with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and they're going to get a quick slant. That's going to be caught for a touchdown, and that is number 14, Tucker Seward. It's got to be a proud papa moment there.
Yeah, he tells me all the time, Dad, we don't throw enough. I got to get the ball. That's my idea.
Spoken like a true receiver.
Yes, exactly right. I said, Lord, son, do you see those monsters in the backfield you got?
Yeah, there you go.
South ran for 162 yards already.
Yeah, but, hey, you know what? His number was the ball did what he's supposed to do.
All you can ask as a parent and a coach is do your job when you're called upon to do it. Maybe one day we'll teach him how to kick as well.
There you go.
Hey, you know what? You got it maybe in the blood.
I'm telling you, I'm just saying. Just saying. There's already one Seward in the Hall of Fame.
I could kickball. I wouldn't mad, but
right.
I wouldn't some Tanner Seward. I know that.
Yeah, well, I mean, none of us are really. I take a lot of credit for Tanner just because, to be fair, he was already good when I got to him, and that was in the 8th grade. He was already very good at kicking. I think we stole him away from the soccer program, and
well, people don't realize how athletic he was too.
Insanely athletic. He could play, and he rarely came off the field. Started on offense, started on defense, and started on most all special teams, including punt and as kicker. Went to Western and did both. Here's the kickoff, and it's caught by a guy on the front line, and he's taken down right at midfield. But now one of the bigger linemen there, he just snared that out of the air. Looked really good there on that play, and it gives North good field position. Both teams have played around midfield to start. The difference is South has done a very good job of moving the ball down the field. Scott, do you see this team throwing the ball much here in the last 4 minutes, though, after the mistake they had last time?
I would not. You got 4 minutes. I mean, this is just the third time North had the ball. First possession, they had 3 plays for a big-time touchdown. It took a minute off the clock. The next possession, 1 pass, turnover. I would not pass that football unless it gets down to like 10 seconds or something.
All right, North walks him up to the line. Brody Belt, the quarterback, with the running back behind him. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right for the Cadets. Motioning left, and that's going to be a penalty. As on the play, DJ Cobb coming to his left. He was going to be the motion back. I don't think they were going to hand it to him, but they might have thought about throwing something in the flat. That was going to be a illegal procedure.
To be fair, guys, to be fair to North, and that is Colt Hargrove was a starting quarterback, and he was injured during the season, broke his arm. And to be honest with you, I think he's the best, quarterback at this age. So, that was a big loss for them.
No question about it. And I think, as you said, Scott, both teams are having to do without quarterbacks and running backs, right?
Yeah. Well, of course, South, Richard Green moved, and then Mikey Wooford got hurt, but he's more of a wide receiver.
Motion to the left, and looks like they're going, there's a fumble, and South is on it. 2 turnovers and back-to-back drives have yielded turnovers for South, and they've got the ball just inside of the Cadets' 45-yard line.
62 recovered.
All right,
That's
so
just 5 plays from North so far.
Benjamin Zollner getting the loose ball there, and South will take over. And you know what? It was tough enough at 16 points, but if they can put something in here in the last 3:58, it is going to make it very tough on this North team in the second half, much less the remainder of what will be left over here in the first half. But North has made some good plays and shown some signs of life, but they've been susceptible to the big play that South has put on them already a couple of times here in the first half. As in the wishbone, North getting a few players on late. I don't know how many players is on the field. They might be 12 on there by now. Running right is is Harris. He gets a short gain now. Looks like he actually got further than I thought. At 4 yards on the play, he'll make 2nd and 6.
Yeah, North has had 5 plays of offense, 2 turnovers, and one of those plays was a touchdown. It's going to be a long night. If South can run this one in, oh my.
Yeah, South's just dominating the line of scrimmage, and ever since really they've had a great year, and since the Gibson Southern game that they blanked Gibson Southern, they've been really good. Dede told me, he said that game, I said, man, y'all look good on Dede. He said, boy, I was all over him on Monday and Tuesday, but I loved him on Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah,
Gibson Southern's a good team, too.
We've all been there with him, and no question about it. And one gentleman that does it the right way, Hall of Famer Dede Harrison. Off to the left goes running back. That's number 83. That is that Ty Lehman?
Yeah, I believe that's Ty.
Yeah. Ty Liam with a nice long run there for him. Looked good. Kept his knees up and made himself hard to tackle and picks up the first down on the play as the clock runs under 3 minutes. As the Bulldogs now have the ball on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
I had that kid in youth league ball, and he's just now starting to play some at running back now. That kid can flat fly, buddy.
Yeah, that's the fifth runner for the Bulldogs, and that's kind of what they've been doing the last couple of weeks.
And all of them have done something special to this point. Out of the wishbone again, short handoff up the middle. The young man with the football there, number 35, Christian Hagan. He takes it down for another first down. This is going to make it inside now the 20-yard line as they move the chains. And, and right now, if you're one of the coaches for South Bulldogs, you want the clock to run here because you would like to be the last one to run it, but South doubling down and taking a timeout.
No. North took it.
Okay, I thought it was
North. North took timeout.
Okay, and with that, we'll take a quick timeout. Back with more Cadets and Bulldogs. The 7th grade game here, North and South. Back in 30 seconds.
At Galloway Electric, providing a service to their customers is only part of the job. Another part is providing professionalism combined with customer satisfaction. Galloway Electric provides all this and more. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, Galloway Electric has one of the largest inventories of electrical supplies in the area, as well as providing experienced electrical service. Stop by 1414 South Green Street in Henderson or call 270-826-1224. Galloway Electric for all your electrical needs.
Welcome back to Colonel Stadium as it is the annual North-South battle. This is the 7th grade game, the 8th grade to follow as we're 2:24 away from halftime as North Middle School taking a timeout.
During that break, I was thinking, I wonder if Christian, as he sits back there in the backfield, he just has a song in his head just saying, the wheels on the bus go round and round.
Yeah, you guys would know him better than I.
That sounds like something he'd be singing.
You guys would know better than I would on that one. Wishbone backfield again for the Bulldogs, and they're going to fake the toss. Dalton rolls. He's going to throw it to the man in the flat. Once again, that is Hagan. He's going to rumble down inside the 5. Flag on the play, however, and that's going to be an eligible man downfield. Looks like the one of the officials had his hand on top of his head. Yeah. And they've got both Dede Harrison out on the field, and it looks like Zach Capps out there as well. And they were both pleading the call, and the official is explaining that to Dede now. And I promise you, Coach Dede Harrison will give them every opportunity to explain to him exactly why they made that call.
And you could tell right there, he agreed after he got the explanation. He understood.
So with that, South is going to be backed up just a little bit, take the touchdown off the board. Scott, I haven't had this vantage in a few years. I don't think I've called a game from this press box. Maybe a regular season game, maybe 10 years ago, maybe. Wow. And it just seems a little dark right now. A lot of shadows.
It always is this time of year.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Once it
gets
down,
dark,
and then
super dark, it'll be better.
Brightens up a little better.
Okay. All right, 1st and 15 now.
But also, with the rain, the hash marks and the lines are not quite as dark as they normally would be too. So that kind of.
I was going to say
that's a little bit of a difference.
I don't think they didn't look like they got painted today.
Yeah, probably couldn't with rain. Field
All right.
looks great, though. I mean,
Yeah, it does.
all
Phil's
that
been in
rain.
good shape all year.
Yeah.
Really has. It's been in good shape all year. And plus, the Colonels had a practice on it
Yeah.
just before the start of this one. All right, 2nd and 15. And the wishbone again. They're going to do a toss sweep to the right. Running the ball this time is Ty Liam, and he's going to break a tackle after right in. He's going to be inside the 15, and he's pulled down around the 12-yard line. Another fine run by yet another South running back. And again, that's Ty Liam. I'm assuming he and Michael Liam are brothers. One will wear 83 and the other will wear 82. So with that, substitutions for South as Zach Capps giving the play to quarterback Jack Dalton. Clock is running with 1:19, and it's going to be one of those where it's going to be South with an opportunity to score and probably not much time left over for the Cadets.
It's a slow bleed.
And if they get this in, that's going to be over 200 yards of rushing.
And for a 7th grade football game, that is fantastic.
No doubt. In one half.
They're going to have to speed it up a little bit. I don't know what the play clock shows because it's not running on the field. It's being kept by the official, and so they're going to have to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. Back with more of the North-South battle here. 7th grade football at Colonel Stadium. Back in 1 minute.
Wayne Higgs here, store manager at Sureway Supermarkets. Check out the great deals at our 3 Henderson locations. Our fresh, full-service meat department can cut anything you want for a great cookout. Our produce department offers a variety of garden-fresh fruits and vegetables, some purchased locally. Busy evening? Pick up hot, crispy fried chicken, hot and cold sides, and desserts from our deli. Experience our fast, friendly service where we still carry out your groceries and you don't have to wait in long lines. Shop Sureway where your neighbors are the owners.
The Henderson Police Department's proud to not only keep our community safe, but to support Henderson County academics and athletics. They're proud of the hard work each of our Henderson County students put in, whether it be in the classroom or on a sports team. A special shout out goes to all the parents, grandparents, and other family members who support our students. Go Colonels and Lady Colonels from the Henderson Police Department.
This is Mike Hazelwood with EM Ford & Company. You're listening to Henderson County Colonel Football right here on 860 AM, 96.5 FM, and WSONradio.com.
At halftime, we'll get a chance to catch up with the 7th grade coach, Jason Henshaw of the North Cadets. Running to the left is... Actually, the play started before I had a chance to that is Jack Dalton as he got about 5 yards there on a keeper to the left side, and that is going to be a Bulldog first down, 1st and goal, looks like on the 8-yard line.
10 first downs for South. North has 1.
South with still 2 timeouts remaining, clock running at 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2 in the backfield for the Bulldogs. Snap, they're going to hand it off. Looks like Harris is going to get it. He's going to be brought down around the 5-yard line. They're going to have to take a timeout here, and they do. We'll keep it right here.
Well, while we have it real quick, I'll tell you a story about one of the kids and show you how much of a leader and winner he is. So Jack Dalton here is the quarterback, and Tucker is the backup. So one practice, Tucker says, he said he's a little late, whatever, and they have to have their cleats outside the door there. So he goes out and he doesn't see his cleats. He doesn't see his helmet. Next thing you know, he hears his voice going, "Get out here now!" And next thing you know, it's Jack Dalton saying, "You better get your butt out here. Don't be late. Don't be late."
That's fun. Again, that's good stuff. That's the type of leadership that you hope that you can create on the grade school, middle school, and high school level, and we've been fortunate enough to have that very thing in Colonel football, so we're looking forward to that. As at one point that'll be the 3rd of the Daltons that will make it through. Luke Dalton in his junior season playing a lot of defense, starting on defense, and a lot of special teams as well. 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line, and there's the snap, handoff to the back, and he's going to walk in. And is that
There's none
Hagan?
again.
None. Okay.
The 6th runner for the Bulldogs tonight.
And there you go. Jacob Nunn waltzes in for 4 yards out. It's now Bulldogs 30 and Cadets 8 with the 2-point conversion pending here And they've been very creative, the South Bulldogs, in getting those in. And I don't know, I've seen a team make 3. I don't know how many times I've seen a team make 4. I've certainly think it's been a while since I've seen them make 4 2-point conversions in the first half, but we'll see how this one pans out. It's the wishbone again for the Bulldogs. Double tight end set. Dalton under center, takes the snap. He rolls. He's going to do a quarterback roll. If he cuts it up, he's going to walk in, and he does just that. Jack Dalton off the left end takes it in. It's now 32-8 as North leads it. We'll come back with the kickoff in just a moment. Back with more North-South football right after this.
Mr. B's Pizza and Wings is a proud sponsor of the Henderson County Colonels here on WSON. Mr. B's is a sports-themed restaurant that offers great food and great service. Mr. B's menu offers a wide variety of options from pizza and pasta to salads and sandwiches and, of course, Mr. B's famous wings. Try one of Mr. B's specials, like a large one-topping and 20 wings for $29.99. An extra large one-topping and 50 wings for just $52.99. And 2 large 2-topping pizzas, $24.99. Mr. B's Pizza and Wings.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Come see me, Leslie Lively, your local Shelter agent, proudly serving Henderson.
Stadium here on the campus of Henderson County High School. The kickoff by South is a little deeper this time, but it's going to carry them out of bounds inside the 35-yard line, and that is where North will take over. They trail it 32-8 in this one. Andy Proctor trying to correct me on the air, and he said that I've said North is leading. I would have to say that several people would have corrected me here, but once again, it's Andy Proctor hearing things. Let's see. So anyway, he should be at home in bed right now, anywhere other than trying to critique me while I'm on the radio.
I don't think you put too much stock into that.
You know what? I tried to, but but anyway. But thanks. You know what? Here's the thing about it. Thank goodness there's people out there that are ready to correct you, because those people have never made a mistake.
Never.
Andy knows what I'm talking about. I'm going to mention it live and on the air here any second if he sends me one more thing.
North needs to make a play here without a turnover. Last 2 plays have been turnovers. Probably a pretty good move there.
They're going to take it.
Second half.
Yeah, they're going to take a knee. Coming up here in just about 10 seconds, John Siegert's going to have the North coach, Jason Henshaw. And as a matter of fact, let's go ahead. John is heading towards, that is not Jason Henshaw.
All right, I'm Coach Henshaw said he's a little mic shy, so I've got Coach Pointer down here. So, Coach, first half we're looking at a 32-8, deficits. You guys, what? Just tell me your thoughts about the first half. What were they doing well? What were you all not doing well?
First half, I thought we was doing good as far as moving the ball. We just got as far as on defense. We just got to wrap up and tackle. I mean, they some big boys, but, hey, we still got to wrap up and make good tackles. So, offensively, we just got to make our blocks.
Sure, and you had a turnover there. I had 2 turnovers. You had a fumble, and and when you had turnovers, that's a big deal. But DJ Cobb, I thought he's one of the bright spots for you guys. You moved down the field and had like a 50-some-yard touchdown run.
Yes, sir. Yeah, DJ's a heck of an athlete, and every time I put the ball in his hands, he's known to do good things.
All right, good luck in the second half.
All right, thanks a lot. That's Jermaine Pointer. Somebody put Jermaine Walker for whatever reason as the coaches up here, so I apologize when I announced the coaches' names earlier. That's actually Jermaine Pointer, along with Jason Henshaw, Robbie Hurst, Jonathan Kurtz, Jackson King, and Kobe Walker. Well, it's halftime here from Colonel Stadium in the 7th grade football game. We've got about 9 minutes to go before the start of the second half. We'll keep it here for just a moment. Scott is getting our stats together for the first half, but again, a fantastic crowd on hand tonight. I think a lot of folks were anticipating rain, and it looks like it's going to stay away from the most part. I can guarantee you it's going to stay away, it looks like, for this 7th grade matchup, and hopefully it'll do the same for the 8th grade matchup. And Scott, what's the stats for the first half?
All right, we'll go South first. Mr. Jack Dalton's rushed 4 times for 36 yards. Christian Hagan 6 times for 79. Kingston Scheider 6 carries for 62. He had a TD. Christian Hagan also had a TD. Ty Lenham, 2 carries for 19. Ezekiel Harris, 4 carries for 8 yards. Jacob Nunn, 1 carry for 4 yards. He had a TD. And Harris had a TD also. South came up with 10 first downs on 24 plays. They were penalized 2 times for 15 yards. They were 4 for 4 on third down. 2 of those were for touchdowns, and the other one of those was for 20-yard gain. Rushing yards, 208, and no passing yards for the North Cadets. Brody Belt carried the ball twice for no yards. He did throw one pass. It was intercepted. And Mr. Cobb had 1 carry for 59 yards and a TD. They got to get that young man some more carries. They had 1 first down. They only had 5 plays in the first half. They were penalized 1 time for 5 yards. They were 1 for 1 on third down, and they committed 2 turnovers. They have 58 yards of rushing, no passing yards, 58 total.
That is the first half stats. As again, it is South 32, North 8. And again, I just cannot say enough what it means for WSON to be a part of something as special as this North-South rivalry, the 7th and 8th grade football game coming here tonight from Henderson County High School's Colonel Field. Of course, I would be remiss if we did not, again, bring up the fact that what a great run our Lady Colonel soccer team had this year. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough today as they were defeated by South Oldham 5-0 in this semifinal round, or the Final Four, as it were. Notre Dame will play. They are the number 6 team in the entire country, and they will take on West Jessamine for the right to take on South Oldham in the title game coming up this weekend. Well, Scott, what kind of stood out for you this first half? It looked like, for me, it was the ability for South to put the balls in the hands of their big fellas, and they contributed. What stuck out for you?
Yeah, the powerful line, and then you also had those big guys that run. Not only did they run, but they were also blocking. Hagan blocked for Harris and Lynham and Schneider. And then you had Nunn blocking some too, and then he got to carry, and he also caught ball. I thought, the North, that first possession, I was like, we're going to have a game here.
Yeah, I did too.
The big carry for 59 yards by Cobb. The problem with North, the biggest problem North's having is that they made 1 play. It was a turnover. The next time they got the ball, first play, they turned it over again. So you just gave the ball right back to a team that you're just having a hard time to stop. But, if you would have maybe scored on one of those possessions, we're looking at 32-16. And then again, you might have wasted some time on that other possession, even if you didn't score. Maybe it's just 24-16 maybe, or 24-8 right now. So you just got to stop turning the football over. But, here's a good thing. You got some nice big-size young men coming from South. You got
both
some
schools,
athletic players on the north side. This the Cobb kid, the Belt, Seward. There's a Seward on their team too, number 25. There's some nice players on both sides, and of course they're going to have another year where they're going to be arch rivals. But after that, they'll be together. So this is a good-looking bunch to look at, and they both had pretty good seasons. South went 5-2, and North went 2-3. Officially, but they had 2 games that were canceled, and one of those I know they most likely would have won by the way their season, by what they've done to the other teams. So pretty good year for the 7th grade in Henderson County.
I look up and down this roster, and it's not hard to figure out that it's not hard to figure out that I coached a lot of the dads of some of these guys here that are playing tonight, because I've been around the coaching carousel here in Henderson County, both at North. That was my first coaching job back in 1992. When I came home, I was offered that position by then head coach Randy Reese of the football Colonels, and had a chance to get a chance to break into the coaching world there doing that. I then coached on the varsity staff for many years, and still with the varsity staff, and also had a stint of about 5 years in which I coached at South Middle School as well. We'll take a timeout about 4 minutes ahead of the second half kickoff. Back with more of the North-South 7th grade football game from Colonel Stadium here on WSON.
When it comes to buying for your home, the choice is clear. You want the best prices on the best products with the best service. Your best choice is Dixon's Appliance and Furniture, your hometown choice dealer. Save big on all your favorite brands, all your favorite models, and Dixon's guarantees the lowest local price. Dixon's professional sales staff can help you select the right appliance, sofa, or recliner for your home, offering years of trouble-free service. There's no better choice than your hometown choice. Dixon's Appliance, your hometown choice dealer in Henderson and Morganfield. Now, the starting lineup for Henderson's most trusted real estate team, Collier & Company Real Estate. Collier & Company Broker and Realtor, Jim Collier. Collier & Company Realtors, Christy Collier, Shelby Carroll, Stephanie Chrisman, and Amber Wood. Collier & Company Assistant Realtor, Christina Schmidt. And Collier & Company Team Manager, Brenda Morandi. Collier & Company Real Estate, an independent real estate company with listings on Facebook and at mycollierhomes.com. Serving Henderson and surrounding communities with honesty and integrity since 1968.
Did you know that reading for 20 minutes a day exposes a person to 1.8 million words a year? Early exposure to language is the greatest factor in language development, and listening to other people read aloud is an important part of learning to read. Hello, my name is Megan Mortis, Director of Public Information for Henderson County Schools. Research shows that reading with a child every day from birth through elementary school has a lasting, positive outcome for children, families, and communities. We encourage our families to pick up a book and read together today. Inspire a love of reading, #HCS Reads.
The Henderson Police Department's proud to not only keep our community safe, but to support Henderson County academics and athletics. They're proud of the hard work each of our Henderson County students put in, whether it be in the classroom or on a sports team. A special shout out goes to all the parents, grandparents, and other family members who support our students. Go Colonels and Lady Colonels from the Henderson Police Department.
This is Jermaine Pointer, board member of the Poncho Club. The Poncho Club named in honor of Henderson football's most legendary supporter, the late Rick Poncho Lambert. And like Poncho, we love nothing better than seeing Henderson football reach the goal line. Over the years, the Poncho Club provided funds for new blocking sleds, important hydration stations, state-of-the-art technology, and much more. The Poncho Club's mission is to offer support for Henderson football on all levels, from youth leagues to middle school to the high school. We invite you to join us as Poncho Club members for as little as $50. You can join online at theponchoclub.org. Poncho Club member benefits include a Poncho Club t-shirt and access to our members-only video library of historical Henderson County High and City High football games, and free entrance to our Poncho Club tailgate parties. Get in on the fun at theponchoclub.org, and be sure to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for updates and more details about the Poncho Club experience.
Hi, this is Wesley Goldsberry. I'm a Henderson County High School senior and member of the baseball team. And each weekday afternoon, I co-op for ATA, CPAs, and business advisors at the corner of First and Elm Streets in downtown Henderson. Like our Colonel baseball team, I've learned that ATA helps their clients achieve goals by bringing experience and expertise to the team. Winning games, winning business. ATA, Business Amplified.
Hey, Ben.
Welcome home.
Hey, guys. How's school going?
Well, Ben, you know how it is during football season.
Yeah, it's been tough keeping up with my grades and my yards rushing. Sounds like you could use some help from Dad. He can make anyone's life easier with tools and equipment from DSS Rentals. Even those yards, Jack. From aerators to augers, seeders to stump grinders, DSS Rentals has the tools to help you get the job done.
Hey boys, want to play for who does our yard work this week?
Can't it just be Ben's turn?
Find the tool for your next project online at dss-rentals.com. You're listening to the annual North-South Games, featuring the North Middle School Cadets and the South Middle School Bulldogs, here on WSON, Henderson, Kentucky.
Welcome back to the welcome back, folks, as we are about to start the second half. Steve Scott-Stone with on the sideline reporting tonight, Mr. John Siebert, as we'll get a chance to catch up with the North 7th grade coach at the end of this game. The kickoff is underway, and it's going to roll past the second wave of players and finally go out of bounds, but just narrowly, as that looks like they'll bring that one out to the 35-yard line to start the second half. And for whatever reason, the clock ran off a second, but nobody touched the ball. so that shouldn't have moved. But you know what? I'll take anything that keeps the clock
It's
running.
32-8. Rain's on the way.
32-8 with rain on the way.
And another game to play.
Yeah, and of course we were told that it is raining in Corden, but maybe it's raining in Corden extended.
There you go.
Like it's going to move away from a. Tell me I don't have a sports mentality when it comes to rain. It's raining
been moving
everywhere but
north
here.
all day today.
Well,
so if it moves north, it'll go to Smith Mills and then right on over there to Indiana.
Could not be happier with that. As North will get underway, they'll have the football to start the second half from the 35-yard line. As it will be Brody Belt calling them up to center. It's going to be one in the backfield, two receivers left, one receiver to the right, and the receiver to the right can't figure out where to get lined up. And I think he's having a problem with his chin strap.
Chin strap.
And so a good teammate is DJ Cobb. He's going to help him with that. And I think the official has allowed that to stop the play clock in order to get that taken care of, and it has taken quite a bit longer than everyone has anticipated.
So the rain is coming.
Yeah, so Cobb is back in the backfield. He's going to be to the right of the quarterback. Belt, motion to the left, and the ball is snapped. He's going to run to his left. He's going to be brought down for a loss of maybe 4 yards on the play. Just not a well-designed place, and you're just going to have to run into it. And a lot of traffic there, guys, and picking up no yards and actually losing. It looks like it's going to be right at 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 12, clock running 7:40 here in the third quarter. Your score, South 32, North 8. We were thankful to talk with Jermaine Pointer at halftime as John was able to catch up with him. We'll talk to South coach Zach Capps at the conclusion of the seventh grade game. We'll also hear from the player of the game following that, as well as we'll probably have at least 10 minutes or so of time between the two games. Motion left for the Cadets. There's the snap, and they got it off in time, and the big fellow Cobb Rumblin finishes off that run very well. And that's going to be a first down run brought down on the play by number 26, Aiden Fulcher. Or was that Briston Pride? I can't tell the difference between 28 and 26. And most of his jersey is tucked into his pants, it looks like.
Tell you what, for that little dude, he sure did stay with it, though.
Yeah, he did. He sat in there and took the hit, but at the same time brought the ball carrier down. So they get their first down of the second half. The ball now at their own 45-yard line for North.
Yeah, he can get that jersey out because he deserves to get his name on the radio.
Yes, he does.
Well, that's a great point right there, though, guys. Just trying to do whatever you can to bring that guy down.
Yeah, that's it. That is winning football right there. And it looks like we're going to have a motion penalty there as the flag on the play. They didn't flag DJ Cobb. He motioned earlier. He was the running back. He stepped forward before the ball was even snapped, and they let that go. But this time it happened with the slot receiver here to the near side, and they marked off 5 yards. So it's hard enough trying to score, but right now they're not doing themselves any favors if it's a negative yard play or a penalty play like we saw just now that is really starting to mount up for the Cadets.
Good news is they got a first down. They didn't turn the ball over.
No, that's true. That's true. Motion for the left for the Cadets. The snap goes to
busted
Belt,
play.
and he goes the wrong way, but this time Belt's going to make the best of it. Across the 50, across the 40, and brought down out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A long gainer there. That is a 26-yard gain.
Yeah, Brody did a good job there just making something out of nothing.
Yeah, it looks like that he turned the wrong way. Both backs were running to the right. He turned to the left and kind of had an uh-oh moment and made the best of it. No doubt about it. So he gets the play from his coach.
His first thought was, uh-oh. His second thought was, I got to get out of here before those big boys come to town.
Yep. Well, a fine play there. Puts the ball 1st and 10 on the 37-yard line of the South Bulldogs. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's the disadvantage of being big, is the other guys run a whole lot faster when they see those big guys.
No question about it. More motion this time to the left, and another penalty.
Again.
Not sure.
It's 3 for 15 yards on 2 of them on this drive.
And they've overcome both of them so far.
Yep.
Let's see if they can overcome a third. As both teams getting substitutions in. It's going to be a new play, 1st and 15. They move that back to the 42-yard line of South.
And that's the one thing this year, if I can, kind of talk up this coaching staff for South that I got to see, and that is, South 7th grade team just didn't have very many penalties all year long. They've played very disciplined football, and that's saying something right there for 7th grade.
Yeah, it is, because you go out on any given 7th or 8th grade football game, even freshman and JV games, and you're going to see just an absolute bulk of penalties. And we haven't just seen a whole lot of that on the south side of the ball. Now North trying to overcome that last penalty. Rolling to his left, his belt. He's going to throw down the field, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Harris, and he's going to take it back a few yards, and he cuts across the 30 up to the 35, now the 40.
Wow.
He's going to be brought down there, and another interception for the South Bulldogs secondary, and it gives them their first possession of the second half. That is the second turnover for the Cadets.
They passed 2 times and been picked off twice.
Oh, well.
Of course,
opportunistic football.
Also, though, he's running for his life whenever he's going back there to pass because the Bulldogs are bringing the heat.
That's true. He's been throwing from a lot of pressure, but it's refreshing to see these kids making plays in the secondary. Not just the receivers are making plays, but also guys in the secondaries are. The offensive line is playing well up front. North's defensive front has played well from time to time tonight. It should be noted. But this is one of those drives this is one of those Katie bar the door drives, because if South puts another one in here and goes up 32 points, you're just not going to have enough possessions to get back into this one.
Lights out.
Yeah, and we're running with 4:41 to go in the third quarter. Dalton rolls to his right. Going to throw out here in the flat. He's got his man across the 50. Stiff arms another man. Looks like DJ Cobb's going to bring him down just inside the 40-yard line.
I'm telling you, boys, that Nunn kid, he can flat play.
He is. He's a guy that, I just don't think defenses are accounting for him in this particular case. And it was a nice play there. Jacob Nunn with a big run there after the catch. Short pass, but Dalton got it right where he needed to.
That's a great point, Steve. Like, he's one of those players, he's so dynamic. Like, you can put him in so many spots, and you just can't. Like, you can't account for him. Like, he can just play so many different places.
21-yard gain there on the pass and catch from Dalton to Nunn, and the clock continues to run now at 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 2 in the backfield, offset eye, and they're going to give it to the fullback. That's the big fella Hagan, and he rumbles for about 7 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 3. And Christian Hagan's been that guy, Scott, that he's given you 5 to 20 yards just about any time you've given it to him.
No doubt about it. 7 carries for 86 yards.
Wow. We're going to have a tough time picking our player of the game.
You ain't kidding. Schneider, 6 carries, 62 yards. Both of them with touchdowns. They've ran so many people, and they've all been productive. Nunn's got 1 carry for 4 yards and a touchdown, 1 catch for 21.
Dalton hands the ball off. That is number 4, Scheidler, off the left side, and there he goes, running inside the 20, pushing the pile to about the 17-yard line. Another Bulldog first down.
Something he did well right there that doesn't get noticed, especially at this age, is shifting that ball from inside to outside right there. He did a really good job.
Yeah, trying to get that football in the outside hand. It is one of those lost arts of coaching. I don't even know on the younger levels that they still do that, because so many times coaches and kids all want to get into. They want to get in there. They want to throw the football. They want to catch the football. They want to kick the football. But so many times the really good ones, the really good coaches, the really good players, they start with the fundamentals, and transferring that ball safely to the outside arm is definitely one of those things. 2:36 clock running. Dalton, toss sweep to the right. Young man is being chased in the backfield. Brought down for a big loss and a great play. Let's get the number on that young man there.
That's like number 2.
Looks like Brody Belt. Belt with a fine play there for North, and he tackles the man for about a 7-yard, maybe an 8-yard loss on the play. And that is the type of thing, and that's the type of play and the energy that North defense needs moving forward. You could, if you're the North coaching staff, you say, look, it's 32-8. When this game ends, South needs to be 32, and you need to kind of play upon that and take any positive angle that you can. They've shown North, that is, that they can move the football. And maybe that is what they can do here moving forward as we close out the last minute 40 of this third quarter.
First negative play for the Bulldogs tonight.
Duly noted. Jack Dalton with the tight end to the left now. Motion with Dunn. Liam, and it's going to be handed off to him. Nice cut back. He's going to waltz into the end zone.
Wow.
A nice run.
Now that was a run.
Ty Liam, and he makes it a 38-8 game. And when he cut back to his right, guys, it opened up. You could build 2 super Walmarts there. And he just waltzed into the end zone, and another fine running play by the Bulldog offense.
That's the cut we talked about earlier, trying to see from younger kids, and that was an amazing cut.
Certainly was. And then again, now the 2-point conversion pending, Scott.
South has 6 young men run the football. 5 of the 6 have scored a touchdown.
Wow. That's big, especially when you're talking about, a game that, most of these games are a game of inches. A play could go one way or the other. Tonight, it's pretty much been all Bulldogs. And South is still in the huddle. And they're going to go for their 5th 2-point conversion of the night to make it a 40-8 game. Dalton in the shotgun. High snap. He rolls to his right, and he's going to go down right there. Another nice play. That one by Belt again. And we'll take a timeout, come back with more after the kickoff right here on 860 AM and 96.5 FM and on the new app, WSONradio.com.
North, south, east, west, Hetty's delivers to Henderson County best. Hetty's Pizza delivers within 20 minutes of their location on South Green Street, including citywide in Henderson. Hetty's county delivery area reaches from Henderson to parts of Roberts and from some of Spotsville to Corydon. Call or order online at Hetty'sPizza.com and be sure to like Hetty's Pizza on Facebook for daily specials. Hetty's Pizza open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. every day and proud supporter of the Henderson County Colonels.
The Henderson Police Department's proud to not only keep our community safe, but to support Henderson County academics and athletics. They're proud of the hard work each of our Henderson County students put in, whether it be in the classroom or on a sports team. A special shout out goes to all the parents, grandparents, and other family members who support our students. Go Colonels and Lady Colonels from the Henderson Police Department.
Open enrollment for Medicare is just around the corner, and Field & Main Insurance has friendly, local experts who can help. We understand that as your life changes, it's important for your insurance to keep up. Whether you're 65 and just now eligible to enroll in Medicare, or you're looking to change your coverage, we'll fit you with the right plan for your needs and your budget. Make your appointment today. Call 270-826-3499 or visit fieldandmaininsurance.com.
If you're a business owner or HR director, this message from Assurance Consulting and Testing Solutions is for you. We provide 24-hour on-site drug and alcohol testing for companies of all sizes. Working around your company's schedule, we come to your location and provide rapid results or DOT lab-based results. We're specialists. Drug testing is what we do. Learn more. Visit axtesting.net. Assurance Consulting and Testing Solutions. Simple, accurate, convenient.
Back, minute 20 to go here before the end of the third quarter as the North Cadets with the football. 1st and 10 at the North 48-yard line. The double reverse is happening even as we speak. And it looks like Cobb's going to break away in the backfield. Reverses field. He's got a lot of green grass in front of him. And he's knocked down at the 40-yard line. And, man, wow, what a play. A double reverse that wound up going back to where the original handoff was taken. And Cobb, a fantastic runner, gets a first down, and he gets it into Bulldog territory. It's on the 39-yard line.
It's time to call.
As this may very well be the last play of the third quarter. And it has been a very fast-moving game. This game started at 5:30. We're at about the hour and 10-minute mark right now. Probably going to have this one over by the hour and 30-minute mark, I believe, sometime around
about right.
7 p.m. That would be nice. All right, 37 seconds and counting. Motion to the right. We're going to get a false start on the North offense. That's been about the 4th false start penalty we've had tonight.
That's right on target.
Talking about teaching fundamentals, you could tell there on that last run or that last play where DJ's coming through is, one defender stood him up and another defender comes from the side or behind and just rips that ball.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's something you got to be prepared for. And a lot of guys, when they run the football, they don't have it, that 5 points of connection. I know, listen to many coaches, especially guys on both the north and south staff. That's the stuff you got to preach, is the little things like that. So with the penalty, that moves it back now to 1st and 15 from the Bulldog 44-yard line. The clock running now with about 25 seconds to go. So if it's not a pass play here and the runner stays in bounds, this is going to be the final play of the third quarter. South leading it 38-8 here on the annual 7th and 8th grade South versus North football game. Belt sends Cobb in motion. They're going to hand it to him off the right side. He's going to run across the 40, inside the 30, down the sideline, across the 20, and brought down just inside the 10-yard line. That's the final play of the third quarter. When we come back, North will have it 1st and goal from the 10. Back with North-South football right after this 2-minute timeout.
It's time to call TNG Heating and Air Conditioning. Let them check your system and do a tune-up to make sure your system is operating efficiently. TNG is a trained dealer and can meet all your air conditioning and heating needs. From servicing your current unit to new installations, TNG specializes in trade, offering residential and commercial service. Call Jay today at TNG Heating and Air, 270-826-5287. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
You'll find farms in all 120 Kentucky counties. Know what else you'll find? A Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent. That means you get coverage on what's important to you. Hi, I'm James Runyon, Agency Manager with Henderson County Farm Bureau on Zion Road. We're wanting to wish good luck to the Henderson County Colonels, and we also want to invite you to both locations October 29th for our Membership Appreciation Day. Be food and giveaways. That's 3351 Zion Road and 324 North Elm Street.
This message brought to you by Henderson County Farm Bureau.
The Henderson Police Department's proud to not only keep our community safe, but to support Henderson County academics and athletics. They're proud of the hard work each of our Henderson County students put in, whether it be in the classroom or on a sports team. A special shout out goes to all the parents, grandparents, and other family members who support our students. Go Colonels and Lady Colonels from the Henderson Police Department.
Live action, it's Belt running the ball right, and he's going to be tackled for a loss on 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Nice play made by the South defense, and you can tell Belt very disappointed with the way that play turned out, as he kind of tossed the ball back to the side judge with a lot of force on that ball. And, of course, he's talking to his coach now, and Coach Jermaine Pointer giving him the next play on this one. And this is the kind of place.
Yeah, I got you right here.
This is a coachable moment here.
Hey, I got Coach Harrison.
Go right ahead. Yeah,
I got DD Harrison here. Now, Coach, tell us a little bit, why do you love, this age group?
Oh, man, this is where the true love of the game comes in. You teach the fundamentals. You get to see them grow as individuals and grow as football players. And I tell you, the teaching part of it really makes an old man happy.
And what have you seen out of this team this year in this 7th grade bunch? How much have they grown?
Oh, wow. It's funny you say that. I've got 4 kids that never played football before that are now starting. So, I mean, if that tells you anything.
All right, we got a pass to the right and a touchdown here.
Speaking a foreign language. So I'm very proud of their development.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
All right, we got a touchdown catch by Cohen Hurst on the touchdown there, or Horst, I should say. And that puts make it a 38-14 game with 7:01 to go in this one. And we appreciate the opportunity to hear from and talk to Coach D.D. Harrison on the north sideline. As congratulations to the North offense as my old coach Ron Finley, who used to be the coach here for Henderson County from 1970 to 1975. He was my coach at Campbellsville College. Would say they stuck to their knitting. He said that quite a bit. And that is exactly what North did there. So good job, boys, on a touchdown. And they're going to line up for the 2-point conversion to try to make it a 38-16 game. As Belt lines them up. Quarterback calls the signals, takes the snaps, going to turn and toss the ball wide to Cobb. Cobb's moving right, and it looks like he's going to get in for the 2-point conversion. It's now 38-16. We'll be back for the kickoff right after this.
Wayne Higgs here, store manager at Sureway Supermarkets. Check out the great deals at our 3 Henderson locations. Our fresh, full-service meat department can cut anything you want for a great cookout. Our produce department offers a variety of garden-fresh fruits and vegetables, some purchased locally. Busy evening? Pick up hot, crispy fried chicken, hot and cold sides, and desserts from our deli. Experience our fast, friendly service where we still carry out your groceries and you don't have to wait in long lines. Shop Sureway, where your neighbors are the owners.
The Henderson Police Department's proud to not only keep our community safe, but to support Henderson County academics and athletics. They're proud of the hard work each of our Henderson County students put in, whether it be in the classroom or on a sports team. A special shout out goes to all the parents, grandparents, and other family members who support our students. Go Colonels and Lady Colonels from the Henderson Police Department.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Come see me, Leslie Lively, your local shelter agent, proudly serving Henderson.
Over possession inside of North Cadet territory. 6:54 to go in this one. With the most recent touchdown scored by North, it's now 38-16 South Middle School. Currently with the lead. And Jack Dalton with his play from his coach. He's now heading to the huddle.
Guys, you got to love, if you just like youth sports, period, to hear that interview right there with Coach Harrison and just the passion he has and the love of just seeing the kids grow.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons when I brought his name to the Hall of Fame committee just about 3 years ago, the reason being was because of everything he had done outside of the classroom and not just through football and as a player. Throw down the field is a good one. It's picked up by Nunn. He's across the 10, the 5, and he's going to take it in for a Bulldog touchdown. So that
boy can play.
I'm telling you, you've said it once and it bears repeating. And Jack Dalton completing his second pass. Both of them have been for double-digit yards. That one is a big one there. That one is looks like, what was that
46.
one? 46 yards.
That looked like just a tight end drag right there.
That's all it was. And he made a good throw and a fine catch by Jacob Dunn. And Dunn has got a touchdown and a 2-point conversion now. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to try to add to this. No running clock tonight on this one. Score is 44-16 currently with South looking to convert the point after touchdown.
Now, I got to give Jack some credit there, too, because he let that play develop.
Yeah, that's true. And that's the thing about quarterbacks. A lot of times you might rush it, and I think that's where most of the mistakes come in. But both quarterbacks tonight, Scott, as you mentioned, has thrown the ball fairly well. Unfortunately, the two interceptions on behalf of Brody Belt. But other than that, he's hit the receivers he's thrown at.
And you're at least throwing the ball in the vicinity.
Yeah.
I mean, all night long for 7th graders, that's pretty good.
Dalton throws on the slant, and it's caught for the 2-point conversion.
Is that 28?
28.
28, that's Briston Pride. A couple of times we've called his number. And that's a touchdown, and we'll come back with more North-South football from Colonel Field right after this.
Your home, the choice is clear. You want the best prices on the best products with the best service. Your best choice is Dixon's Appliance and Furniture, your hometown choice dealer. Save big on all your favorite brands, all your favorite models, and Dixon's guarantees the lowest local price. Dixon's professional sales staff can help you select the right appliance, sofa, or recliner for your home, offering years of trouble-free service. There's no better choice than your hometown choice. Dixon's Appliance, your hometown choice dealer in Henderson and Morganfield. Now, the starting lineup for Henderson's most trusted real estate team, Collier & Company Real Estate. Collier & Company Broker and Realtor, Jim Collier. Collier & Company Realtors, Christy Collier, Shelby Carroll, Stephanie Chrisman, and Amber Wood. Collier & Company Assistant Realtor, Christina Schmidt. and Collier & Company team manager Brenda Morandi. Collier & Company Real Estate, an independent real estate company with listings on Facebook and at mycollierhomes.com, serving Henderson and surrounding communities with honesty and integrity since 1968.
Kickoff, it was well executed. It was a nice little pooch kick that rolled down the south sideline about 25 yards downfield. Looks like a South player has jumped on it.
It's 83.
83. That's Ty Liam.
I tell you what, he was flying.
Yeah, he was. And again, that's one of those things you got to coach kids to get on that football. It's a live football at 10 yards.
I think North was hoping it'd go out of bounds.
I think the thing is, it had been like that, and boy, the heavens have opened up, and it is absolutely pouring.
Drops now.
Yes, it is absolutely pouring here.
You got me into this gig.
Yeah, I tell you what, if I were you, I'd come up here and finish off this one.
I'm getting some hot chocolate.
That's exactly what I'd be doing. And 6:42 to go in this one, and it's going to be a very wet track the rest of the way. And I can just imagine what it's going to look like when the 8th grade squads from both North and South take the field, probably in about 30 or 40 minutes from right now.
Kind of feels like it's about to stop, though.
No, it is.
Cool.
It's already lighting
That'd be good.
I think. Well, they said it's going to be scattered for this point on, but you can't tell guys that are getting wet that it's just going to be scattered. They said it's falling right here, and that's a pass thrown, and it looked like could have been intercepted.
It was.
And it was. So a nice play from North.
Wow.
That was done by Cohen Horst. Cohen with an interception, and that's going to give the ball back to North. And a great play made by the North defense as the South was going for the jugular there, and it got a little greedy, and North made a nice play to retain possession.
It looked like it was either wrong route or something, but something wasn't communicated well there.
Yeah, it was thrown behind the receiver, and again, it's not quite clear exactly what route the receiver was running. They've done a good job at throwing the drag route, has South, and they've also done a good job running the slant route, but not really sure that one was. The rain is coming down. I can see it now in the lights. It's coming straight down from the heavens right now, so it's going to be settled in here for just a few minutes. But as Carl Spackler said, I'd play on. I don't think the hard stuff's coming for quite some time. 6:37 to go. North with the football. And the one thing I would work on and this is in middle school, grade school, is breaking the huddle and hustling to the line of scrimmage. And we saw at one time or another both teams had just kind of strolled to the line. And you got to get to the line quickly because it'll give you a chance to run more plays. Passes down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. They were trying to hit Cobb. He was the motion back, and he was running a seam route right down the middle of the field, and it was just a little overthrown. If it had gotten it to him, Scott, he probably would have taken it the rest of the way.
House. Yeah. That's just the first incomplete pass by either team that wasn't either caught by their guy or the other team.
Yeah.
Tell you what, considering the condition, because it's windy too with this rain, that was a pretty good throw.
Yeah, it really was, and it might have been because of the wind that it got down the field a little bit, because you can tell the wind's blowing toward the school just a little bit, so it might have pushed it a little bit further than Brody Belt would have wanted to.
You can tell kind of Cobb's slowed up a little bit there, so you're probably right. That ball probably went a little further than he's used to thinking it's going to go.
Yep. But the passing for the most part today has been for two teams that we didn't think would throw the ball a great deal, and they really haven't thrown a great deal. But when they have, one team or the other has been pretty successful. One back in the backfield. Belt calls for the ball. He's going to run to his left. There's going to be a flag on the play. He's going to pick up multiple yards and first down yardage and a little bit more as he runs out of bounds on the south side of the field, which is across the way. As South is the visiting team in this one tonight. And we'll check the penalty. They didn't blow it dead, and it was a false start, so they probably could have blown it dead there.
Yeah,
chose not to.
You know, the next game could be if North's defense can contain South from the big play.
Yep.
South is, you're talking about running the clock. They played College View, and in the first half, both teams touched the ball twice. And South led 8-6 at halftime. And in the second half, both teams touched the ball 3 times. So we could see a quicker game in the second game because South's going to ground and pound. Now, they will every now and then try to catch you asleep and throw the deep ball, but 9 times out of 10, they're going to run it.
All right, it's 2nd and 15. And North has the football at their own 15-yard line. Cobb in motion to his left. Bell with the snap. They're going to shoot it out there to the left to Cobb, and he just couldn't hold on to it. As a matter of fact, that's going to be probably the rule of the night moving forward. It's going to be tough to haul in those wet footballs.
No doubt about it.
At the conclusion of this game, we'll talk to the player of the game in this 7th grade rivalry between North and South. We'll do the same following the 8th grade game. Plus, we'll have a chance to talk to both coaches before the start. Maybe we'll talk to both coaches, one coach in the pregame just before kickoff, and maybe the other coach at halftime, like we did or like we tried to do here in this particular football game. But it's like the rain is lightening up. The wind is still pretty brisk out there.
Feels a whole lot colder, though.
Sure it does. Motion is Cobb again. This time they're going to hand it off to him, and the ball's on the ground. And it looked like Belt had fallen on it.
I think they got it back.
And he's holding up the signal now, 4th down. And again, you're from an aspect of what do you do here if now the rain's picked back up again. You know, if you go for it here, doesn't get it. South's got a very short field to play on. If you try to punt it in these conditions, it's probably not going to go very far anyway. And I mean, as hard as it was raining earlier, you can triple that now. It is absolutely peppering down out there. And for the first time in this rivalry, I'm in the press box, and I couldn't be happier.
Sorry, John.
This one's on me, pal.
I'm off the field now.
There you go. He's under the end of the stadium. Smart move. All right, 5:32 to go. Clock running. Belt with the ball is going to roll to his right. He's got a little running room, but he's going to be closed down quickly as a host of Bulldogs bring him down after a gain of it looks like about 5 yards on the play. That's not going to be enough for a Cadet first down, so looks like South will take over here with 5:21 remaining. You've really got to hand it to that young man, Brody Belt. He has really played his heart out. He's been a fine leader. He and DJ Cobb have pretty much been the offense tonight for the North Cadets. And at one time or another, we've all been on one side of a lopsided loss, and we've been on the side of a lopsided victory. And some people handle it. Some people handle lopsided victories worse than they handle lopsided defeats. But in this particular case, North has nothing to hang their head about. They've played as hard as they can. It hasn't been a lack of hustle that's been the problem this evening. It's just been bigger backs, a little faster at times. And Jack Dalton has been effective throwing the football, and a nice play there made by the North defensive line to shut down the run after a short gain. Of course, now this wind is picking up, and it's blowing the rain into the booth right now.
And that has not happened very often.
Yeah, I was going to say.
In my many years up here in this box.
Yeah, we may have to move a few things here.
Usually it stays out here. Golly.
Yeah, this is.
Who ordered this?
This is all fun and games till just moments ago, and now if it upsets this apple cart, it's going to make for an early night for yours truly. I can promise you that. Some of us have to be on the air at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Busy day tomorrow. We'll talk a little more about it at halftime. The Colonels will be on the road at Owensboro. 4:32 remaining. Clock is running. The handoff is to number two again. That is Hezzy Harris. As Hezekiah Harris with a short run off the right side. Looks like he picked up about 5 yards on the play. Looks like it's going to be 3rd down and 3, if that is both the field marker there, the yard marker, and the scoreboard are synced up, if you will.
I think get Jack a score. That would be the 7th Bulldog to score a touchdown.
Is that right? Everybody
but Jack.
Is that right?
Excuse me, it's 5. 5 out of the 6 have scored a touchdown rushing. And then Nunn's got a receiving also.
Fake toss, and there he goes. He's going to run it in on his own. Jack Dalton takes it in from 7 yards out on 3rd and 3. And it's the Bulldogs now leading it 52-16. And, Scott, I want to turn to you. I can't remember the last time either one of these schools put up this kind of number.
No, the years we've been doing it, I've not. I mean, there's been some lopsided games a little bit, but there's been more in the 38, 42 range. 52, that's a lot of points, guys.
What about you, John?
Well, I haven't either. And I'll tell you what, like I said earlier, since that Gibson Southern game, I mean, and they went, South kind of changed their offense and went big. They just, and defensively, they have really shut down some teams. The only team that honestly out there that I've seen that really, and they were better than us, and that was Owensboro. But everybody else,
Owensboro Catholic.
No, Owensboro.
Well, Owensboro Catholic threw for. You're right. I'm wrong grade.
Wrong grade.
That's
right.
Bad. Yeah. Owensboro.
But
it was
Owensboro,
a good game though.
Yeah, Owensboro. No, I mean it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like some big blowout. But I'm telling you what, now Owensboro's real good. But everybody else, I mean, South. I tell you, they got some talent.
Now, we had talked earlier, Scott, about the running of the clock, and they did. They waited till they got to 36 points, and they are running the clock. So it's running with about 2:35 to go, so we may not have we'll take a quick timeout. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and wrap things up here from Colonel Stadium right here on WSON.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Come see me, Leslie Lively, your local shelter agent, proudly serving Henderson.
When it comes to buying for your home, the choice is clear. You want the best prices on the best products with the best service. Your best choice is Dixon's Appliance and Furniture, your hometown choice dealer. Save big on all your favorite brands, all your favorite models, and Dixon's guarantees the lowest local price. Dixon's professional sales staff can help you select the right appliance, sofa, or recliner for your home, offering years of trouble-free service. There's no better choice than your hometown choice. Dixon's Appliance, your hometown choice dealer in Henderson and Morganfield.
The Henderson Police Department's proud to not only keep our community safe, but to support Henderson County academics and athletics. They're proud of the hard work each of our Henderson County students put in, whether it be in the classroom or on a sports team. A special shout out goes to all the parents, grandparents, and other family members who support our students. Go Colonels and Lady Colonels from the Henderson Police Department.
Now, the starting lineup for Henderson's most trusted real estate team, Collier & Company Real Estate. Collier & Company Broker and Realtor, Jim Collier. Collier & Company Realtors, Christy Collier, Shelby Carroll, Stephanie Chrisman, and Amber Wood. Collier & Company Assistant Realtor, Christina Schmidt. And Collier & Company Team Manager, Brenda Morandi. Collier & Company Real Estate, an independent real estate company with listings on Facebook and at mycollierhomes.com. Serving Henderson and surrounding communities with honesty and integrity since 1968. You're listening to the annual North-South Games, featuring the North Middle School Cadets and the South Middle School Bulldogs, here on WSON, Henderson, Kentucky.
Timeout is called, and I think that was by South, wasn't it?
Yeah, they want to get a few more guys in.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they just took a knee here. And the thing is, it wasn't an onside kick. They recovered the ball. It's the same way they kick it all night. And they've just had they've been fortunate enough to fall on a couple of them. North is getting some guys in now for the first time tonight. And Dalton is under and gives the ball off. Whoa. And it's a fumble on the play, and it looks like North may have fallen on it. And no, it looks like maybe a South player. They're now calling for second down.
I tell you, so my son just got in at quarterback, and I said, wait for a fumble.
and as a proud dad, you had to point that out. I didn't even say that.
It just is what it is.
It is what it is.
He'll remind you that it was hurricane force winds and it was pouring down rain.
He will definitely remind you of that.
He'll let me know that.
Yeah, no question. And the handoff is a short one. Breaking out to the outside is a Bulldog runner. Breaks a series of tackles. He's brought down inside the 30-yard line. And that is probably going to be the final play of the game. And, of course, in true Siebert fashion, he's telling everyone to hurry up so we can get another snap in the last 10 seconds. And, again, I say in true Siebert fashion. And there's John walking out there with no coat. And that's it. That's going to do it, as it is the South Bulldogs victorious in this annual matchup, 52-16. They're going to line the teams up and have the player of the game. In the meantime, we'll take a quick timeout, come back with the post game of the 7th grade game and the 8th grade game to follow right after this on WSON.
Did you know that reading for 20 minutes a day exposes a person to 1.8 million words a year? Early exposure to language is the greatest factor in language development, and listening to other people read aloud is an important part of learning to read. Hello, my name is Megan Mortis, Director of Public Information for Henderson County Schools. Research shows that reading with a child every day from birth through elementary school has a lasting, positive outcome for children, families, and communities. We encourage our families to pick up a book and read together today. Inspire a love of reading, #HCS Reads.
The Henderson Police Department's proud to not only keep our community safe, but to support Henderson County academics and athletics. They're proud of the hard work each of our Henderson County students put in, whether it be in the classroom or on a sports team. A special shout out goes to all the parents, grandparents, and other family members who support our students. Go Colonels and Lady Colonels from the Henderson Police Department.
Hey, Big Bud. This is Kobe O'Daniel, former Harrison football player and proud member of the Poncho Club. This season marks number 6 for the Poncho Club. Our mission for the Poncho Club is to offer support for Harrison football on all levels, from youth league to middle school to the high school. Over the years, through memberships and fundraisers, the Poncho Club has been able to provide new blocking sleds, important hydration stations, state-of-the-art technology, and much, much more to all levels of Henderson football. We invite you to join us as a Poncho Club member for as little as $50. Join online at theponchoclub.org. Poncho Club member benefits include a Poncho Club t-shirt and access to our members-only video library of historical Henderson County High and City High football games, and free entrance to our Poncho Club tailgates. Get in on the fun by joining the Poncho Club at theponchoclub.org, and be sure to like us on our Facebook page at Henderson Football Poncho Club, and follow us on Twitter at Poncho Club HC for updates and more details about the Poncho Club experience.
This is Mike Hazelwood. Post game, I'm Steve Tow along with Scott Stone as John Seward down on the field with us tonight. They're getting the pictures of the players of the game. And let's go to John now as he's got 2 players of the game, one from North and one from South. Go ahead, John.
All right, I'm out down here with the players of the game down here. I got DJ Cobb with me right now. So, DJ, you lost here tonight, but the reality is this. You had a long season. What'd you think about this year, your season?
We had to play hard. We had to work. We was working hard in practice. We got good wins and stuff like that, and yeah.
So tonight, kind of a rivalry game with South here. Did you have fun tonight?
Yes.
Great job tonight. Great effort. All right, now we got Jack Dalton over here, play the game round from South. Jack, so this year y'all had a really good season. You want to talk a little bit about that?
We practice hard all season. We know that if we go 100% every game, that we're hard to stop. And the only games that we've lost is games that we lost focus. We lost our 100%. So tonight we came out here, we played 100% in this big rivalry, and came out on top.
Yeah, you did. You played a great game tonight. So just talk a little bit more about, even though they may be a rival, at the end of the day, they're going to be your teammates, down the road. Just talk a little bit about that and those guys.
Oh, I'm so excited. Like DJ, he's a heck of a ball player. And I'm excited to meet up because I have a lot of friends on North, and I'm excited to be with them.
Great job tonight, Jack. Great job season.
Thank you.
John, thank you so much. And, of course, again, congratulations, Devron Cobb, DJ Cobb, as they call him, and also to the player of the game from South, Jack Dalton. Both guys really exemplified what it's like and what it's going to be like to be Colonel football players. Unfortunately, on the scoreboard, it was not enough as South gets the win in the 7th grade game. Again, a game that both teams played very, very hard. We'll take another timeout and come back with the pregame of the South and North 8th grade game that's coming up at a very soggy Colonel Stadium. We'll tell you about that and more right after this on WSON.
Hi, this is Wesley Goatsberry. I'm a Henderson County High School senior and member of the baseball team. And each weekday afternoon, I co-op for ATA, CPAs, and business advisors at the corner of First and Elm Streets in downtown Henderson. Like our Colonel baseball team, I've learned that ATA helps their clients achieve goals by bringing experience and expertise to the team. Winning games, winning business. ATA, Business Amplified.
Heron Auction and Realty, serving the Henderson and surrounding communities for nearly 70 years, is one of the area's most active full-service auction and real estate firms. If you're considering an auction, whether it be for farm, land, estate, machinery, commercial, or charity, stop by Heron Auction and Realty at 223 First Street in downtown Henderson, or visit them online for more information and to view upcoming auctions at heronauctions.com. That's heronauctions.com. Heron Auction and Realty, where everything turns to sold. No matter where you are in life, here's a question to consider. Do you have the right financial advisor to help you navigate where you want to go? An Ameriprise advisor will take the time to truly understand what's important to you and help you prepare for whatever life brings, both the expected and the unexpected, by providing personalized advice based on your goals and needs, and regular reviews along with digital tools to help you stay on track. With an Ameriprise advisor, you can feel more confident, connected, and in control of your financial life. Call Dennis Schneider, Heath Schneider, or Nick Davis with Schneider & Associates, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Call 877-827-1404. That's 877-827-1404. See Dennis Schneider at 236 North Elm Street in Henderson and Heath Schneider or Nick Davis at 20 East Campground Road in Evansville. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Member FINRA and SIPC.
The Henderson Police Department's proud to not only keep our community safe, but to support Henderson County academics and athletics. They're proud of the hard work each of our Henderson County students put in, whether it be in the classroom or on a sports team. A special shout out goes to all the parents, grandparents, and other family members who support our students. Go Colonels and Lady Colonels from the Henderson Police Department.
This is Mike Hazelwood with EM Fording Company. You're listening to Henderson County Colonel Football right here on 860 AM, 96.5 FM, and WSONradio.com.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Steve Tao along with Scott Stone. We've had John Seward on a very soggy sideline tonight. We certainly appreciate him being a part of the broadcast tonight on short notice. We're going to talk before we move into the 8th grade matchup between North and South. Scott's got the stats for tonight. Let's start with the team that finished in second, the North Cadets.
All right, Brody Belt at quarterback was 1 for 5 with 2 picks, 1 TD for 13 yards through the air. Colton Holst was 1 Horst. There we go.
Cohen. There you go.
There we go. 1 for 13, and he caught that TD. Brody Belt was 7 of 18 on the ground. Mr. Cobb, boy, he's a fine athlete, Mr. Tao.
And he can be a load, too.
Ooh, 4 carries,
tough.
112 yards. He had the big 59-yard touchdown run.
Yep.
North had 6 first downs. They were penalized 5 times for 25 yards. They were 1 for 2 on third down. They rushed the ball for 129 yards, 13 passing yards for a total of 142 yards. For the South Bulldogs, the MVP of the night, Jack Dalton, was 5 for 43 on the ground with 1 touchdown. He also was 2 for 3 through the air. He threw a touchdown and an interception. He had 67 yards passing. All passing yardage to Mr. Jacob Nunn, who caught the touchdown. He was 2 catches for 67 yards. Christian Hagan, 7 carries for 86 yards and a touchdown. Kingston Schneider, 7 carries for 74 yards and a touchdown. Everybody. Lime, 5 carries for 40 yards and a touchdown. Ezekiel Harris, 5 carries, 13 yards and a touchdown. And Jacob Nunn, 1 carry for 4 yards for a touchdown. South Bulldogs came up with 15 first downs. They were penalized twice for 15. We talked about in that broadcast. That's what they averaged, 2 penalties a game. Third down, they were 5 for 5. Turnovers, 1, and they rushed the ball for 260 yards, 67 yards passing for 327 yards.
And no punts tonight.
0.
Yeah.
Now, I've been to every South game but 1. They've not punted the ball 1 time, and I've been to 3 practices. They're just not going to punt the football.
North finishes the season with a record of 2-4 with the win. South finishes at 6-2 for the 7th grade. As we will now begin to talk about the 8th grade team, as we are probably about 5 minutes away from the start here of the nightcap, the 8th grade game between North and South. Bulldogs under the direction of many coaches. I don't have the coaches listed here. Maybe I do, and maybe I just don't see them. Coach Rob Rich, Coach Andy Rayleigh. I know in years past, I'm losing my train of thought here. I cannot think of the others, but they did not provide those names, and I apologize for that. But we look forward to this 8th grade matchup. And as I'm looking at the pregame, Scott, you can kind of see that it's going to be a night dominated by the run because guys are just having a hard time picking up the football. South is rolling through their offense right now. You see a lot of handoffs, a lot of toss sweeps. North is going through both their offense and defense. And, as far as the numbers are concerned, Scott, I would look at both these teams and say this 8th grade bunch, both teams probably have the least amount of players that I've seen here in the last few matchups. And, again, I don't know how that's going to play out tonight, but it's certainly something that may be a little concerning moving forward because you tend to get a few guys back when they go in as freshmen, maybe that didn't play their 8th grade or even their 7th grade football year, and hopefully that's the case with this particular class from both North and South. I'll tell you what I need to do real quick. We're just a couple of minutes away from the kickoff. We'll take our final pregame timeout and come back with the kickoff of this 8th grade game from Henderson County High School. It's North versus South here on WSON.
Henderson Police Department's proud to not only keep our community safe, but to support Henderson County academics and athletics. They're proud of the hard work each of our Henderson County students put in, whether it be in the classroom or on a sports team. A special shout out goes to all the parents, grandparents, and other family members who support our students. Go Colonels and Lady Colonels from the Henderson Police Department.
Open enrollment for Medicare is just around the corner, and Field & Main Insurance has friendly, local experts who can help. We understand that as your life changes, it's important for your insurance to keep up. Whether you're 65 and just now eligible to enroll in Medicare, or you're looking to change your coverage, we'll fit you with the right plan for your needs and your budget. Make your appointment today. Call 270-826-3499 or visit fieldandmaininsurance.com.
If you're a business owner or HR director, this message from Assurance Consulting and Testing Solutions is for you. We provide 24-hour on-site drug and alcohol testing for companies of all sizes. Working around your company's schedule, we come to your location and provide rapid results or DOT lab-based results. We're specialists. Drug testing is what we do. Learn more. Visit axtesting.net. Assurance Consulting and Testing Solutions. Simple, accurate, convenient.
It's time to call TNG Heating and Air Conditioning. Let them check your system and do a tune-up to make sure your system is operating efficiently. TNG is a trained dealer and can meet all your air conditioning and heating needs. From servicing your current unit to new installations, TNG specializes in trade, offering residential and commercial service. Call Jay today at TNG Heating and Air, 270-826-5287. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
You're listening to the annual North-South Games, featuring the North Middle School Cadets and the South Middle School Bulldogs, here on WSON, Henderson, Kentucky.
Opening kickoff is fielded by South. It looked like on the play it could have been Jace Cummings. What number did you see over there?
Number 10.
Number 10. Well, I didn't even look anywhere close to that.
Well, hold on.
He's hurt.
He's
so
hurt.
that was a number 10.
That's the only bad thing about South's numbers.
Yeah, I really can't tell, can you? And that's okay. We'll try to get those numbers figured out here in a little bit. It's on with the next one. It doesn't matter. Let's see. South will have the football now at.
And what is this?
Their own. Yeah, there's going to be quads to the left for South.
Hadn't seen this all year.
Yeah, it looks like that Jack Rush, if they do throw over here, he's the guy behind the wall. They may throw it to him with the blocking of the three receivers that are literally shoulder to shoulder.
Rob Rich pulling out the bag of tricks.
All stops on game night, folks. All stops on game night. Pull them out, all of them.
Big rivalry.
All right. Bridgman under center. He's going to run quarterback sneak. Well, of course he is. He breaks the first wave. Runs for about 15 yards and a first down, Tackled on the play by number 74, Jack Logan. Might remember Jack's brother, John Logan, was a punter, place kicker under my tutelage here at Henderson County High School. Now attends Ole Miss University. Or just Ole Miss, I should say. One receiver each way, two in the backfield. And Mitch Bridgman hands off, making a man miss. There, it looks like that's Rush. I'm going to try to find out if there's something more distinctive, like footwear or something I can pay attention to, because numbers just aren't getting it done. They were kind of running together, and that was the aforementioned Jack Rush on the play. A fine carry there of 7 yards, making it 7-3.
They usually only run 2 or 3 guys, so that'd be a little easier than the 7th grade.
Bridgman with the handoff. Another short gainer, and they stand him up.
Number 7.
That was Avant Baxter. Short to no game, actually picked up, I take that back, probably picked up about 2 yards. Looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 1. If not, it's definitely not a first down. And it's definitely 4-down territory. 3rd down and a short one here for the Bulldogs, as the Cadets look like they're going to get into their goal line package here and really try to stuff this short run. Bridgman hands off, short run, first down for the Bulldogs. And it looks like, again, that is Jack Rush on the play there. Clock running under 6 minutes now, as the Bulldogs have had the football for already 2 minutes on this drive.
I'd say the Bulldogs, Steve, are probably right around 65% this year on 3rd down. This is their kind of football.
And you've seen quite a bit of South football.
Seen every game but one.
Right.
I mean, this is what they do. They want to get it to 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, and then just run it down, keep running it down your throat.
Off the right side, that's Baker again for a short gain. Looks like, well, I say a short gain. He picked up, it looks like 5 yards on that carry. It's going to be 2nd and 5. You know, Scott, with another first down here, the Cadets could probably run about almost 4.5 minutes off the clock. If they come away with anything, and they do this on a regular basis, we're going to kind of see what South did in the 7th grade game.
Yeah, this is what they do. It's just, the South, as we saw, they got more explosive plays where, they're just 5, 10, 15 yards almost every carry.
Coaches, Jason Henshaw, Jermaine Pointer, Robbie Hurst, Jonathan Kurtz, Jackson King, and Kobe Walker. As the next play is run, it's going to be up the middle. Looks like that's going to be it's Avant Baker again. I said Avant Baker. That isn't Baxter. I apologize. He gets a carry there, and it's going to be 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Exactly where they want you.
That's exactly what they want to do. They want to own the clock. They want to move the football as much as they can. North with a record of 0-4 coming into this one. South at 3-4. Bridgman calls out the signals. It's going to be Rush in motion to the left. They're going to give it up the middle for nothing. Absolutely no gain there. Nice play defensively, and I'm going to try to get that number. 77 was one of the players on the play there. It's Davion DeJarnett. The other on the play was Jericho Butler. Nice play there for North up front, and that's what they're going to have to do, Scott. That front 4 or 5 is going to have to control that line of scrimmage for North.
Yeah, if they don't, then South's just going to take a quarter off the clock and literally 8 minutes and score on you.
Yeah, they're going to be a timeout. We'll take it as well. Back with more North-South football in a minute here on WSON.
The Henderson Police Department's proud to not only keep our community safe, but to support Henderson County academics and athletics. They're proud of the hard work each of our Henderson County students put in, whether it be in the classroom or on a sports team. A special shout out goes to all the parents, grandparents, and other family members who support our students. Go Colonels and Lady Colonels from the Henderson Police Department.
You're listening to the annual North-South Games, featuring the North Middle School Cadets and the South Middle School Bulldogs, here on WSON, Henderson, Kentucky.
Welcome back. It's South on 4th and 4. They drop the snap. He picks it up, and he's going to get big yards down inside the 10-yard line, down around the 5, as it looked like that play was marked for disaster. But it looks like Bridgman picked the ball up, Cooper Bridgman, and got the ball down inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. And the clock runs with 3:30 to go here before the end of the first quarter.
And there you go. Exactly what they wanted. They got 4 downs out of it. They got the first down, and that clock rolls on.
Yep. First and goal. They're going to run it off right guard inside the 5 and touchdown for Baxter. Von Baxter draws first blood for the Bulldogs. They lead at 6-0 with the PAT pending and or the 2-point conversion.
Almost took 5 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, 4:48. That's not bad. That's the kind of drive any school, high school, college, or pro would be jealous of, especially on the first drive of a ball game. South got the ball first. North will be on their first offensive possession coming up here in just a couple of minutes. All right, South lines up with one in the backfield. That's Rush. He's deep. Or actually, that looks like that may be Baxter. He's going to motion to his left. Now he's going to come back for the sweep the other way. And now it's a double reverse. And it looks like a pass wide open in the end zone is Bridgman for the 2-point conversion. And it might be one of the most creative double reverse passes to an wide open receiver that I've seen in quite some time.
And it was to the quarterback.
It was. And he was wide open. Kind of like Philly Special just a few years ago when the Eagles beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And it was very similar to that. And when you run that kind of play, it's one thing, but you run it on a night like this where it's just messy as it can be, and the football is extremely wet. But that one is in and good. We'll take a 30-second timeout, come back with more North-South football right after this.
You'll find farms in all 120 Kentucky counties. Know what else you'll find? A Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent. That means you get coverage on what's important to you. Hi, I'm James Runyon, Agency Manager with Henderson County Farm Bureau on Zion Road. We're wanting to wish good luck to the Henderson County Colonels, and we also want to invite you to both locations October 29th for our Membership Appreciation Day. Be food and giveaways. That's 3351 Zion Road and 324 North Elm Street.
This message brought to you by Henderson County Farm Bureau.
All right, it's going to be South kicking off back to North, and they're expecting something very short. They've got 9 guys lined up on the 50-yard line. You haven't seen this one in a while. 2 guys deep. I can see that one of them is number 10, Hayden Turner. I don't have the number on the other young man on the other side of the field.
Probably Landon Pike.
That was probably Landon Pike. Okay, if that's number 15.
Yeah, that's him.
Onside kick, and it's on the ground, and who's got it? Looks like North fell on it, so North has got it. Nice job there by number 54. That's Brock Guth, G-U-T-H.
And scoring drive, 8 plays, 4:48 off the clock for 52 yards. They converted 2 third downs and 1 fourth down.
I'll tell you something, that ain't bad. That is maximizing your offensive efficiency there in a big way. So let's see what North can do with it, looking for their first win of the 2021 season.
Unfortunately, only got to play 4 games.
All right, here they go. Ball is dropped or handed off quickly. I couldn't tell which.
Looked like he fumbled it.
Yeah, it looks like it right to him. Hayden Turner, the quarterback. And that's going to be a wet football that's just going to get wetter by the moment.
Was that Landon that ran it, I believe?
I believe it was.
They said 48. Number 48.
48 ran the football. That was Preston Gogol. As North, with that 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 here at their own 49-yard line. 1 receiver each way. Slot receiver to the right, 1 in the backfield. And the quarterback, Turner, under center. He turns, hands it off. It's Pike running right. He's got nowhere to go. Wow. He's going to be brought down for the looks like a loss of maybe 2 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 11. It looks like South's defense is fairly physical thus far, Scott.
Oh, they're going to be physical. They got some big boys up front. Number 79, they called him Man. And he looks like a man for sure out there.
He's a big fella, and North's going to have to just do a better job of either getting somebody, as they used to call it, an entertainment block. If you just get on him for a second, just entertain him long enough for us to get by him. You don't have to be insanely physical with the young man, but you can at least be to the point where he can't go through you
at least
to get
slow
you the
him
ball
down
carrier.
a little, yeah.
Two in the backfield again, and turning is Hayden. He's going to roll to his right, and he's going to lose about 8 yards on the play. And it looks like he had, and on the play, he's got clothesline down there.
Wow.
Avant Baxter on the play there, helping him up. Looked like that might have been number 29, maybe Carson Catlin. Not 100% sure again.
And these numbers are really hard to see.
Yeah, they really are. You got dark numbers with a little white trace around on a black jersey, so it's just tough to pick out some of them. But we'll get most of them here before the night's over, I promise you. Clock is running. Final minute of the first quarter.
Told you. I mean, this is typical. Both teams touch the ball twice. This is what Coach Ridge wants, and he wants to make you. I mean, they want to score once or twice, and you don't score at all. That's
right.
their goal.
Well, that makes good sense if you can make it play out that way. All right, Hayden back under center.
4 down.
Offset eye to the left. They're going to go for it on 4th and about 20. And they're going to hand it off to number 24. He's going to be taken down for, looks like maybe a gain of a yard, if that. There is a flag on the play, as we heard from the public address announcer. And I saw that. Well, I saw that as number 24, but I'm not seeing a number 24.
Yeah, I don't see it on the roster.
Yeah. So maybe we
It
can
was
hear
24, yeah.
Maybe we could hear that.
It's going to be a face mask against South. Not sure if it was the big one. It was the big one. That is not an automatic first down, is it? Yeah, it is.
No, he
that's
pointed
not
to
a
South. He said it's South's ball. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not right. It should be 4th down.
It is 4th down. They've got it.
You
They've got
the
it
face
marked 4th
mask,
and 5.
15 yards, which they were short 20, so it's
Right.
4 down.
Well, let's try to get, if we can, at some point, if anyone is listening in the crowd right now, if you can get to the press box here, just come up to the window in front and just let us know who number 24 is, so we can write that down on the North roster so he can get credit for the yardage he has gotten already tonight. All right, it's going to be 4th and 5. Football just inside the South midfield area around the 48-yard line. Motion by number 24. And Hayden's going to roll to his left. He's going to lose about 3 yards on the play. Nice play there. And stringing out the play was the right side of the Bulldog defense. And it's going to be the Bulldogs football with 8 seconds remaining. And they're going to have the ball right around. Looks like they're going to have it just. Well, I can't see where they're going to put it down.
50.
I guess it's going to be just inside the 50. Looks like it's going to be on the North 49-yard line. North will get one play here unless it's
South.
an incomplete. I'm sorry. South will get one play here. Now I have to apologize for Andy Proctor. I have been saying the wrong names.
But that's just the first time.
Yeah, right. yeah. From your mouth to God's ears, it's just the first time. No question about it.
Hey, I haven't called you Greggy yet.
No,
that's a miracle.
Yeah, that is a miracle.
It's probably going to happen now.
I'm sure Greg appreciate that. Off to the left side is Jack Rush. He's going to pick up 3 tough yards there as he had North Cadets all over him from the time he was given the ball. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Back in 1 minute with more North-South football here on 860 AM and 96.5 FM WSON.
At Galloway Electric, providing a service to their customers is only part of the job. Another part is providing professionalism combined with customer satisfaction. Galloway Electric provides all this and more. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, Galloway Electric has one of the largest inventories of electrical supplies in the area, as well as providing experienced electrical service. Stop by 1414 South Green Street in Henderson or call 270-826-1224. Galloway Electric for all your electrical needs.
Wayne Higgs here, store manager at Sureway Supermarkets. Check out the great deals at our 3 Henderson locations. Our fresh, full-service meat department can cut anything you want for a great cookout. Our produce department offers a variety of garden-fresh fruits and vegetables, some purchased locally. Busy evening? Pick up hot, crispy fried chicken, hot and cold sides, and desserts from our deli. Experience our fast, friendly service where we still carry out your groceries and you don't have to wait in long lines. Shop Sureway where your neighbors are the owners.
This is Mike Hazelwood with EM Fording Company. You're listening to Henderson County Colonel Football right here on 860 AM, 96.5 FM, and WSONradio.com.
Well, while we were away, I should say, it was a snap and a bad one. It was lost by the quarterback Bridgman as Cooper put it on the ground, and North quickly fell on it. So now it is the Cadets with the football. They are at their own 46-yard line. Make that the 47, 1st and 10, 7:55 here in the early part of the second quarter.
The rain has not slowed down the line to the concession stand.
It has not. They might be just over there to stand under the awning.
True.
Snap is to the quarterback. This is Pike taking the snap. He throws it a long way into double coverage, and it bounces off a couple of Cadets and Bulldogs, and it falls to the turf incomplete around the 30-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Good defensive play there. There was only one receiver in the route. And you see that quite a bit, especially in the youth and middle school football leagues. Rarely, unlike a team like Owensboro Catholic that is running a pass-oriented offense when they're in the 6th or 7th grade. But, a lot of times in schools, you'll see one, maybe two receivers in a route because a lot of times you got to expend a lot of those guys to block for something like that. So that was incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the Cadet 47-yard line. Pike will move.
Owensboro Catholic ran 3 guys in all their routes.
Now Pike will take the snap again. He's going to roll to his left. He's being harassed by the Bulldogs. He's going to get a few yards out of this one. A nice run, taken down out of bounds. As Pike gets a carry, looks like about, what are we saying, about 7, maybe 8 yards on the play. There you go. So a fine run for Landon Pike, and they've got rotating quarterbacks. If you've noticed, Scott, they'll line up with 3 guys, and they'll shift one way to the other, so you don't know if Turner or Pike is going to be the quarterback on any given play until the snap is happening.
Because South they preach that all week. You got to stop Pike and you got to stop Turner, no matter where they're at on the field.
3rd down and 2 for the North Cadets. They trail it 8-0 here in the second quarter. And Hurst hands it back to Hayden, and he's swallowed up for a short loss. Looks like maybe a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it an even tougher 4th down and 4 for the Cadets as Hayden Turner goes over to his coach to get his next play, and I think that is Coach Jason Henshaw, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's not.
I'm not sure who that is.
Actually, I don't think that is.
Yeah.
Because I know Hayden is on
to the left.
Yeah. So I'm not sure who's calling the plays for North. Again, North looking for its first win. They come in 0-4. South coming in with a record of 3-4.
Got a steady rain set in, looks like.
In the opener, the 7th grade from South winning it over North 52-16. 6:45 clock running. There's the snap. And that's a bad one. It's on the ground, and South is going to take over right there as all Landon Pike could do is jump on it. And, again, we're just going to see more of that kind of play, I think, for both teams as this one continues because, again, the field conditions are deteriorating even as we speak.
Yeah, that ended up being a 4-yard loss.
Rain coming down still rather hard. It really didn't start till near the end of the 7th grade game, but it has rained pretty much throughout this 8th grade matchup. Split backs in the backfield. Motion to the left is Baxter. He's going to come back around for the halfback pass. Got a man open downfield. Oh, just off the hands. If he catches it, he's probably going to waltz into the end zone. It was a fine pass, especially considering the conditions of the football and the conditionings of the field. But Baker threw it. It was right on target. But the young man on the other end could not haul it in.
That's 2 trick plays now by South that we've not seen all year.
Well, it was very reminiscent of the 2-point conversion play. Let me look again. Who is that? That's 20. Is that 28 or 20? That's probably 29. Carson Catlett. They got down there and was wide open. He had beaten the coverage. Just couldn't haul it in. 2nd and 10 from the North 49-yard line. Bulldogs handoff goes to Jack Rush. He's going to go for a short gain, maybe 3 to 4 yards on that one. He spins down to the 45-yard line. Again, as you're well aware by now, this is 4-down territory no matter where you are on the field. And South just would like to get maybe 3 or 4 yards on this play to make it an easier 4th down conversion, or just go ahead and play with house money and get that first down now.
Yeah, they're 2 for 3 on third down, 1 for 1 on fourth.
So South comes to over the football, and one receiver each way, split backfield. Bridgman drops the ball, picks it up, hands it off, and that's going to be Rush for about 3 yards on the carry. Then he's pushed back almost to the original line of scrimmage, but they're going to mark him down with forward progress just over a yard, maybe closer to closer to 2 yards for the first down. Wouldn't be surprised to see Bridgman rolling out here, but North has done a pretty good job of contained thus far, and they've got some big boys up front too. You know, South's not the only team that brought the beef tonight. It looks like North has got some very good size along that defensive line. So let's see what Coach Rob Rich has in his bag of tricks here. 5:08 clock running here in the second quarter. Here's the handoff up ahead, and it looks like they're going to be very close to a first down. Looks like they got it. As a matter of fact, the chains are already moving. Well, I'm not sure if it was a first down or not.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Yeah. It looked like the official that was walking toward the sticks over there had put up his fist like to say fourth down, but I guess, again, my vision is terrible. Just so you're aware. 4:30 to go here before halftime. South can run a lot of this clock out. Right up the gut they go with Baxter. He's got some tough yards there. Looks like he picked up maybe 7 or 8 on the play, bringing up a second and short. And again, your coach Rob Rich, Coach Andy Rayleigh, you want to own the time of possession, and that's exactly what they're doing here on their third drive of the night.
Yeah, they're hoping this will be their last possession of the half, and North don't get much time, and they'll have a 2-score lead going into the break.
Could not said it better myself. Second and long 2 now for the Bulldogs as the clock runs under 4 minutes before halftime. Motion to the right is Baxter. They're going to hand it off to Rush, right side. He's on the outside, and he's going to pick up about, let's see, it's a first down carry, picked up about 6 yards on the play. Nice play there to get him down to the ground by the North defense. Still a very good crowd here, especially as miserable as this rain has been.
Concession stand crowd kind of getting a little skimpy over there, though.
Yeah, well, everybody's getting fed, so that's good news.
Might be running out of food. They've had some long lines over there.
That's true. First and 10 from the 22-yard line. They're going to hand the ball to Rush. He's going to cut back to his right. Inside the 15 he goes, and he hustles down to about the 18-yard line. A 4-yard gain on the play will bring up 2nd and 6 as we're at the 3-minute mark. You know, I've said it before, if they take some, they got an opportunity for another first down in here. You can make it, again, very tough on North. If you're South, you can make it very tough on North to put a drive together because it looks like it's going to be under 2 minutes or better, maybe closer to a minute when they do get the ball back.
So far, they have not even got a first down. South has 6.
Motion right is Baxter up the middle. Is rushing a fine play there by the tackle. That's number 48. Nice play by Preston Gogol to limit that to a 2-yard gain. But if it takes them 2 or 3 more plays to get a first down, Scott, they'll be inside the 3-yard line, and they could literally run this clock out and score. That's just how that is played out. It played out that way for most of the first half of the 7th grade game, and it's already started here for most of the first half in this game. 2 receivers, and 1 receiver each way. They're going to run motion out. Bridgman's got it, and he's going to cut left. He's got a little running room. It's going to be a first down, and he dives for the cone. And let's see. Touchdown, wow. South Bulldogs. Cooper Bridgman, number 3, takes it across on the 10-yard run, and that makes it a 14-0 game with the PAT pending. A little surprised that Bridgman got in, Scott. I thought they were going to either force him wider and get him out of bounds, but the young man had a little more speed than they anticipated.
He got a great block by whoever the wide receiver. I mean, he took his guy all the way to the end zone on that block.
Right.
That was a great one to help him get out there to the edge.
Well,
another 9-play drive took over right at 5 minutes this time. Wow.
Minute 48 to go before halftime. Split backs in the backfield, a receiver each way for the Bulldogs. Bridgman over center. Takes the ball back, looking to pass. Got a man wide open. Touchdown right in the middle of the end zone. Or I should say, 2-point conversion is good. And I haven't seen this before. The 6th grade or 7th grade made all, 6 of their 2-point conversions? Maybe 7?
One.
Did they miss one?
Yeah, they ended up missing one.
And so far, the 8th grade has made 2. We'll take a 1-minute timeout, come back with more South-North football right after this on WSON.
Mr. B's Pizza and Wings is a proud sponsor of the Henderson County Colonels here on WSON. Mr. B's is a sports-themed restaurant that offers great food and great service. Mr. B's menu offers a wide variety of options from pizza and pasta to salads and sandwiches and, of course, Mr. B's famous wings. Try one of Mr. B's specials, like a large one-topping and 20 wings for $29.99. An extra large one-topping and 50 wings for just $52.99. And 2 large 2-topping pizzas, $24.99. Mr. B's Pizza and Wings.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Come see me, Leslie Lively, your local shelter agent, proudly serving Henderson.
Welcome back to our broadcast of North versus South, 7th and 8th grade football game. We're almost in the middle of the 8th grade game right now. 1:48 to go. South with the customary onside kick picked up on the ground there by North. So they'll take over on their own 49-yard line with South leading at 16-0 here in the latter part of the second quarter.
It's their third possession. Both teams touched the ball 3 times, and that's it.
All right, under center is Hayden Turner, and the ball is fumbled on the exchange, and it's picked up by the South Bulldogs.
Wow.
So South will have a chance to increase this lead as they take over in cadet territory with 1:45 to go before halftime. We'll have all the scoring plays coming up at halftime.
I wouldn't be surprised here, Steve, if South just doesn't do their normal thing, to run the football 2 or 3 times, and then all of a sudden try to hit Hunter Evans deep. I've seen him catch a couple of deep ones when they kind of make you fall asleep, and then next thing you know is they're in the end zone.
Yeah, it's been the big play capabilities of South on both the 7th and 8th grade squads. Of course, we saw the very same thing with North with DJ Cobb as he tied the game up on a long run earlier tonight in the 7th grade matchup. So here we go. Cooper Bridgman back over the center. Quarterback tosses left to rush. Makes one man miss. He's going to hit the. He's going to hit the.
Good night.
He's going to be brought down to 20. But I'm telling you, when he hit the Jets, he went into another gear there. And I think we've got a holding play, maybe a holding call. I don't see a flag.
No,
but
I see a helmet. Now, who ran? Was it Jack that ran that ball? Or?
Oh, I don't. To be honest with you, I'm just guessing he was big enough to be Jack. I don't think it was Baxter.
They're going to call it back on.
Yeah, I think there was a holding penalty on that one.
Wow, but I didn't think it was at the line of scrimmage. Wow, so no gain at all.
No, so it's going to be. It looks like make that 1st and 20 as things get a little tougher.
Just the South first penalty, just like the 7th grade though. All season long, they've only been averaging 2 or 3 penalties a game. They don't get very many.
Well, what's that like? I wish I knew.
It's totally different Thursday night, Friday night, trust me.
I promise.
Although the Colonels have done much better the last 2 games.
They did very well, especially against McCracken County here last Friday night, and hopefully they actually declined the penalty.
What?
Oh, offsetting penalties. There you go. Somebody threw a hand warmer. I saw that. It was one of the waist hand warmers.
Yeah.
Somebody grabbed it and threw it, like as the play was wrapping up.
So I guess it just all set, and unfortunately, though, the Bulldogs lost a big touchdown.
1:18 to go. Clock running now. Bridgman goes
he
back,
is.
fires, got a man open,
That's him.
and it's dropped. Nice defensive play there. I think that is number 10. Is that number 10, Hayden Turner, that made the play? Nice play
Yes.
by Hayden to knock that one away.
From Hunter Evans. I told you it was going to happen eventually. They were going to try to get him. Good job by Hayden.
One thing about it, you're not going to overthrow many receivers because, again, there's not a lot of grip on that football, even though it is a junior size football. Just a tough ball to get down the field. Now, apparently, there's another penalty, this one against South.
For 5 yards, though? What would that be? I missed it. We don't officially have a white hat tonight. They all have black hats on, so that makes it a little difficult to tell exactly what is going on out there. Well, we'll just say a 5-yard penalty. Must have been offsides.
That's all I can think. All right, now, first down and 15. Bridgman's going to go back, and he's faking the pass, hands the ball off, and North is all over it. They have a gang of cadets there to take him down for a big loss.
Yep.
Yeah, they took
They
the
got
ball
it.
away. Great job there. The cadets have it well into Bulldog territory, and we've got John Siebert back with us. John had I don't know what you would say. John decided to show up at the game without a coat.
Well, I mean, it was like a beautiful afternoon. I mean, I really wasn't. I mean, I knew that there was a possibility for rain, but I mean, Lord have mercy, it's a monsoon out this here.
Yeah, understandable, man. I would have thought a guy like you, though, would have had something stashed in the car somewhere.
I wanted to be tough and everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, me and you
I got
both.
back on the football field. I started getting a little ego in me and said, "Oh yeah, I'll tough it out. Forget that."
Yeah, I don't. There's no shame in that, my friend. No shame in that.
Wow.
All right, with the ball, a big loss on the play is Landon Pike couldn't get away from anybody on that play. And it's been good pursuit all night for South, hasn't it, Scott?
Yeah, they've been
a timeout now.
They've been all over them. That's the fourth tackle for loss for South.
We'll come back after this 30-second timeout here on WSON, your home for Cadet and Bulldog football.
When it comes to buying for your home, the choice is clear. You want the best prices on the best products with the best service. Your best choice is Dixon's Appliance and Furniture, your hometown choice dealer. Save big on all your favorite brands, all your favorite models, and Dixon's guarantees the lowest local price. Dixon's professional sales staff can help you select the right appliance, sofa, or recliner for your home, offering years of trouble-free service. There's no better choice than your hometown choice. Dixon's Appliance, your hometown choice dealer in Henderson and Morganfield.
Back to live action from here at Colonel Stadium. It is the home this year, as it is every year, of the 2021 version of the North-South rivalry. The 7th grade won by the South Bulldog squad. The 8th grade, currently South is leading 16-0. North with the football, second and long, and the ball is fumbled again. Picked up, it looks like North able to fall on it. The clock will continue to run, and I believe they stopped the clock for just a moment. Now the clock continues to run now under 30 seconds, and they probably could let this one run out, but it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Now they have minus 19 yards right now. South's really been doing a good job of getting in the backfield.
One positive of leaving during this rainstorm and coming back to a nicer parking spot.
Is that right? See, it's not all bad. It's not all bad at all. John, who are you going to get a chance to talk to at halftime?
Okay, Mr. Referee just came up to me and said we're only doing a 5-minute halftime. They're trying to make it a little quicker.
All right, who are you going to talk to at the half?
I'm coming over here right now. We're going to meet up right here with Coach Henshaw if I can catch up with him here.
All right. John Siebert's going to talk with Coach Jason Henshaw of the North Bulldogs. And go ahead, John,
Right
and
here.
if you can, take it away.
Coach Henshaw, so first quarter here, or first half, we got 16-0. How'd it go?
It went like horrible. We're not protecting the football. We're not playing discipline.
All right, good luck second half.
Thanks, John. And again, only a 5-minute halftime, so we're going to take a quick timeout, come back with more halftime stats and scoring plays right after this.
Now, the starting lineup for Henderson's most trusted real estate team, Collier & Company Real Estate. Collier & Company Broker and Realtor, Jim Collier. Collier & Company Realtors, Christy Collier, Shelby Carroll, Stephanie Chrisman, and Amber Wood. Collier & Company Assistant Realtor, Christina Schmidt, and Collier & Company Team Manager, Brenda Morandi. Collier & Company Real Estate, an independent real estate company with listings on Facebook and at mycollierhomes.com, serving Henderson and surrounding communities with honesty and integrity since 1968.
Did you know that reading for 20 minutes a day exposes a person to 1.8 million words a year? Early exposure to language is the greatest factor in language development, and listening to other people read aloud is an important part of learning to read. Hello, my name is Megan Mortis, Director of Public Information for Henderson County Schools. Research shows that reading with a child every day from birth through elementary school has a lasting, positive outcome for children, families, and communities. We encourage our families to pick up a book and read together today. Inspire a love of reading. #HCS Reads.
Hi, this is Trey Peckinpah, former Henderson County football colonel and proud board member of the Poncho Club. Our group's mission is to offer both volunteer and financial support opportunities for Henderson football on all levels, starting from youth leagues up through the high school. Over the last 5 years, we've had success in raising over $75,000 from over 250 members. With this support, the Poncho Club has provided funding for new equipment, state-of-the-art technology, game day meals, and much, much more. We are extremely grateful for those who have supported us in the past and are excited to continue the momentum we share with our successful football programs. This season, we'd really love for you to support our programs, and you can do so for as little as $50. Poncho Club member benefits include a tax deduction on all donations, Poncho Club gear, access to our video library of historical, county high and city high football games, and free entrance into our Poncho Club tailgate parties. For more information or to join online, please check us out at theponchoclub.org or on our Facebook page. Thanks, and go Colonels.
Heron Auction and Realty, serving the Henderson and surrounding communities for nearly 70 years, is one of the area's most active full-service auction and real estate firms. If you're considering an auction, whether it be for farm, land, estate, machinery, commercial, or charity, stop by Heron Auction and Realty at 223 First Street in downtown Henderson, or visit them online for more information and to view upcoming auctions at heronauctions.com. That's heronauctions.com. Heron Auction and Realty, where everything turns to sold.
Back to the broadcast here. We are at halftime as South leads 16-0 over North. And let's take a look at the scoring plays for tonight. It was South drawing first blood as they went 8 plays in 4 minutes and 48 seconds. First and goal. They're going to run it off right guard inside the 5 and touchdown for Baxter. The 2-point conversion was good. Bulldogs. And then it was South. You're going to have to turn me off here or something because I'm hearing double talk. South went on to take a 16-0 lead after they went 9 plays in 5 minutes and 1 second. On motion out, Bridgman's got it, and he's going to cut left. He's got a little running room. It's going to be a first down, and he dives for the cone. And let's see, touchdown,
Wow.
South Bulldogs. Cooper Bridgman, number 3, takes it across on the 10-yard run, and that makes it a 14-0 game with the TAT was good, and that's where we are at halftime, 16-0. We're just a few ticks away from the start of the second half. We'll take another 1-minute timeout, come back with North-South football, the 8th grade game here from Colonel Stadium right after this.
No matter where you are in life, here's a question to consider. Do you have the right financial advisor to help you navigate where you want to go? An Ameriprise advisor will take the time to truly understand what's important to you and help you prepare for whatever life brings, both the expected and the unexpected, by providing personalized advice based on your goals and needs, and regular reviews along with digital tools to help you stay on track. With an Ameriprise advisor, you can feel more confident, connected, and in control of your financial life. Call Dennis Schneider, Heath Schneider, or Nick Davis with Schneider & Associates, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Call 877-827-1404. That's 877-827-1404. See Dennis Schneider at 236 North Elm Street in Henderson and Heath Schneider or Nick Davis at 20 East Campground Road in Evansville. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Member FINRA and SIPC. You're listening to the annual North-South Games, featuring the North Middle School Cadets and the South Middle School Bulldogs, here on WSON, Henderson, Kentucky.
All right, welcome back as the second half is about to get underway. As it is, if you're out here looking, if you've got umbrella sightings, it's a lot to choose from because just about everybody in the crowd's got one tonight. It's been raining for probably the last hour and a half, or maybe just over an hour and 15 minutes, and it looks like there's no end in sight for quite a while. But it looks like they cut the halftime down to 5 minutes. I'm a little surprised they didn't cut the quarters down to 6 minutes, because I know they have done that from time to time before too. But right now it is South on top of North, 16-0, and you kind of heard it in the voice of Jason Henshaw, the North coach. It's just a case of not executing.
Yeah, and, missed tackles, letting South just get 3, 4, 5 yards at a time, and had a couple turnovers.
Let's see how this one plays out. Is North will receive the ball to start the second half. They've got their customary 9 players up there on the front line, 2 guys deep. And the kick is straight ahead. There's a wide open gap if they can get to it, but not in time. A nice play by North to fall on it. Now, it looked like he got it pretty cleanly, but again, it's awful slippery out there. So North will have the football at their own, maybe 44, it looks like. 1st and 10 for the Cadets. Probably going to be a lot of chicken noodle soup consumed after the end of this one. I feel there's going to be a lot of cold hands, feet, and head when they head home tonight for both North and South and the cheerleaders as well. They haven't missed a beat. I'm not sure what group I'm looking at here. Scott, do you know the group that's cheering down the track? South. And they've got about, you can probably count them there.
Yeah, like 25.
About that. So here we go to start the second half.
25.
North with the football.
They got Poncho. Smart move.
Yeah, absolutely. Hayden Turner in motion. Pike will take the snap. He'll roll to his right. He's going to run it, tucks and runs, and gets about 10 yards. And that's going to be a Cadet first down for North Middle School.
Just their first down of the game. And they're still in the negative yardage for the game, though. -9.
So you see that number 7 there for South. He just came over, just transferred here, moved here from Owensboro, and a heck of an athlete. And he just, if you just watch that play right there that he just made, went through a block, still made the tackle. And so I'm telling you this story because all the kids would ask him. He just came over from Owensboro Middle, and they said, where'd you play, over at Owensboro Middle? I said, and I couldn't even start.
Why didn't he get to play?
I'll tell you, that 8th grade team over there, woo, they're good.
Yep. Clock running under 7.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. North with the football after that first down. Motion to the left is number 24. Taking the football is Pike. He just turns his head down and takes off running. He picks up about what looks to be 5 yards on the play. He's wrestled out of bounds. As Pike even helps up the guy that made the tackle, and that was Jack Rush that made that tackle. And it looks like he stepped out after a gain of 4 yards. It'll be second down and 6 yards to go.
That's positive news for North. That's back-to-back positive plays.
I agree. I think they play with a little sense of urgency right here, playing like have their coach a little upset at half.
Well, make no mistake about it. If North can put the football in the end zone right here and make it a one-score game, it totally changes the complexion, and it kind of limits what I think Coach Rich and his staff would do here moving forward, as I think they would like to control the football, but maybe not as much as the razzle-dazzle. Motion is Hayden Turner, and they're going to take it right up the middle there, and that's going to be Pike that takes it for about 2 yards inside the Cadet 40-yard line. Of course, we're talking 4-down territory, as it is no matter where you're on the field. So it doesn't matter as much what you get on first, second down, but it does make quite a bit of difference what you get on third and fourth down, especially if you're a North Cadet tonight. We're coming to you live from Colonel Stadium, the press box high above here at Henderson County High School.
North running a little bit different action with Turner, kind of having him go side to side, getting eyes on him, and then trying to sneak Pike.
Yeah, it was almost kind of like a counterplay.
Yeah.
You want to do something different. Right now you got two guys they're trying to get the ball to actively. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off number 24, the name we do not have, and he's got a nice run for a first down as he's wrestled out of bounds after a gain of, it looks like, about 6 or 7 yards on the play. For the name we do not have.
That North O-line right now, they're winning the battle.
Yeah, they are right now. They are definitely winning the battle up front. And can you get the name if you're on that sideline, if you're anywhere near that? I know you're over there with Coach Rich. Any chance you're going to chance to talk to him anytime soon?
I'll get the name. You said number 24?
Yeah, number 24. He is number 24 for North.
It sounded like he said Jacob, but I have no clue on the last.
Now, there's not any Jacobs on there, but I mean, again, if he was left off, he was left off. Motion for Turner, and they go snap to Pike. Turner's going to lead block now. Pike's going to move back, and he's going to go down after a big loss there, probably a loss of at least 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, I think he could have just kept following his blockers and just cut up.
Yeah, sometimes you kind of outsmart yourself and you think I can do something big, but once you stop both feet on a running play,
you're in trouble.
Turn up field. Don't do anything because all you're going to do is lose ground at that point.
Yeah, he stopped and turned around. Not a good idea.
Yeah, no.
And he had that football way out away from his side. Could have been stolen away easily.
That's one of those things, right, as a kid that you get impatient. You start to feel the crowd, if you will, and it's just like in basketball or any sport. You feel crowded, and so you want to get out of it instead of just kind of let it develop. And that's Jericho Butler, by the way, is 24.
Jericho
J,
Butler.
right?
Okay, well, then that's because he had a number. There was another number. Yeah, they had him under number 28, and that's okay. So now we'll make the adjustment there. Snap goes back to Pike. He's going to throw one over here to Hayden Turner. He makes the catch. He's across the 20. Ridden down out of bounds inside the 20. Nice pass. Nice catch. And it's the Cadets this time, Scott, that is controlling the line of scrimmage, controlling the clock, and they're about to make a game out of it.
Yeah, that was a nice had the other quarterback run out there for a nice little kind of a wheel route. And nice pass by Pike.
Yeah, so out of bounds stops the clock. Well, actually, it doesn't stop the clock. I guess his forward progress was stopped inbound. So it's running now, 3:25 and counting.
Heck, you can see it in their demeanor. Both teams right now, the momentum has really shifted.
And now there is an actual timeout, and we'll take it as well. We'll come back with more of the North-South battle here at Colonel Stadium on WSON. Back in 1 minute.
Hi, this is Wesley Goldsberry. I'm a Henderson County High School senior and member of the baseball team. And each weekday afternoon, I co-op for ATA, CPAs, and business advisors at the corner of First and Elm Streets in downtown Henderson. Like our Colonel baseball team, I've learned that ATA helps their clients achieve goals by bringing experience and expertise to the team. Winning games, winning business. ATA, Business Amplified.
Ben, since you've been gone at college, Jack and I have had to pick up your portion of the yard work.
You're right, Luke. All 100 yards of it.
Easy, bros. I know you both will find the end zone one day.
Not football yards, guys. Work in the yard.
Dad can help you guys with yard work or anyone with his equipment for rent at DSS Rentals. From aerators to augers, seeders to stump grinders, DSS Rentals has the tool for you.
Well, sounds like Dad has it covered with DSS Rentals. Let's go throw the football.
Boys, don't forget about the yards. Find the tool for your next project online at dss-rentals.com.
And as we speak, an interception from Avant Baxter. He makes the play. The Owensboro transfer takes it back about 7 yards, and it'll be the South Bulldogs taking over. And Scott, that was a big defensive play, and I'm sure if you're a North coach or a North fan or even a North player, you got to be disappointed how that one turned out.
Yeah, because you were driving the football right down South's throat, giving them a dose of their own medicine. You had 4 first downs in that one possession where you had none in the first half, and you come out of a timeout, and South picks you off.
Well, there's 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. South on top of North 16-0 here in the 8th grade game. Split backs. Motion to the right is Baxter. Handoff up the middle to Jack Rush, and he's going to get about 4 on the play, make it 2nd and 6.
Rush now, he's a workhorse. Reminds me of his daddy, boy. He's just a bulldog.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. And you mentioned that, Ryan Rush. Of course, is the principal at South Middle School. One of my former bosses, good friend of mine for over 20 years. Unfortunately, he did play against me in college. He played for Georgetown, and I played for Campbellsville. We never had a lot of success against the Tigers, but my last college football game was 63-14 at the hands of the 1991 national champion Georgetown Tigers. Bad day. Rush will motion to the left. They're going to give the ball to Baxter. The middle, he's got one man to beat, and if he can get by him, he cannot. And that was Hayden Turner with a touchdown-saving tackle just on the other side of midfield, but it's the Bulldogs who are now in cadet territory.
Well, what a nice run right there to shift in the hole. That was pretty impressive.
Nice cutback as well from the young man who looks like his instincts to play the game are very, very good. The ball being marked down at midfield, so it'll be 1st and 10 with the clock running close to 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Split backs again for the Bulldogs, one receiver each way. Bridgman over center. Barks the signals, turns around, hands it off to Jack Ryan. He's going to get at least 10, about 9, maybe now 10 yards. Looks like he's going to be very close, and they're going to wave it on as a first down as he got 10 yards on 1st and 10, so it'll be 1st and 10 again.
Talking about momentum. North had the momentum.
They did.
They were down 16. They
can't argue that. Yeah.
And now South has just got the momentum back, and they're just throwing it, running it down North's throat right now.
Yeah, now it's just the grind.
Yeah, and that's where they're at. And again, and unfortunately, they have themselves to blame for that. And now, if South doesn't turn the football over, it could be a situation where they could put this one away. Jack Ryan will take it off left end. He's going to bounce outside. It's all going to come back. It's a first down run, but they're going to get a hold in the backfield.
This South team reminds you of high school team Meade County.
Sure.
Run.
Sure.
And if they catch you and get up 2 scores, you're in trouble.
Yeah, because again, they're going to run the clock, and they're going to do what they do well, and that's what South's done tonight. Now, outside of a couple of ill-timed penalties, just like this one right here, they probably could already be up 3 scores, but they're just going to have to play with the hand that they dealt themselves with these costly penalties, as they're now in a situation where it is 1st and 20.
But that clock's still rolling.
Yeah, they're gonna run out this quarter and probably the first part of that fourth quarter. But right now, if you're North, you got to tackle the football. You got to create a turnover some way, somehow.
Got to get some pursuit.
Double slots here to the right, one receiver to the left. They're going to toss sweep here. Rush is moving, and he's running downhill for the most part.
Right.
And he runs across the 40 and gets inside to past the original line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 7, maybe 2nd and, it looks like 2nd and 7. So a big play. If you've got dialed up a 13-yard play, Scott, on 1st and 20, there was the time to run it.
No doubt. Now you get to run the clock out and go to the second quarter with a 2nd and 6 manageable. It looked like they're going to try to go and get a play in here.
I didn't spotlight the coaches enough in that first game, but I'm going to say it now. I've seen both sidelines, and these coaches, there's not hardly been any yelling at one kid. It's just literally been positive and coaching.
Yeah, that's the idea. That is the whole idea.
So much teaching.
And that's going to be all of the third quarter. We head to the fourth. We'll come back with more North-South football, the 8th grade game from Colonel Stadium here on WSON and WSONradio.com.
North, south, east, west. Hetty's delivers to Henderson County best. Hetty's Pizza delivers within 20 minutes of their location on South Green Street, including citywide in Henderson. Hetty's county delivery area reaches from Henderson to parts of Roberts and from some of Spotsville to Corydon. Call or order online at Hetty'sPizza.com and be sure to like Hetty's Pizza on Facebook for daily specials. Hetty's Pizza open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. every day and proud supporter of the Henderson County Colonels.
Open enrollment for Medicare is just around the corner, and Field & Main Insurance has friendly, local experts who can help. We understand that as your life changes, it's important for your insurance to keep up. Whether you're 65 and just now eligible to enroll in Medicare, or you're looking to change your coverage, we'll fit you with the right plan for your needs and your budget. Make your appointment today. Call 270-826-3499 or visit fieldandmaininsurance.com.
It's fourth quarter time, and I'm going to send it to John Seaward, who's got Coach Andy Raley of South Middle School.
I got Coach Andy Raley down here. Coach, just tell us about the season so far this year.
It's been a great year. Our kids have fought through a lot of adversity. With COVID and everything going on, we had a game canceled and a game postponed, but our kids always responded well, and they fight 4 quarters every game we play.
Yeah, I was going to say that. What have you seen from this bunch that you like?
Oh, it's just their attitude through the game, whether we're winning, losing, no matter what the score is. They play hard, they keep a positive attitude, and they lift each other up.
That's awesome. Thanks, Coach.
I was going to have you ask a question from me, John, to Andy Raley. Is he still close by?
Go ahead.
Ask Andy what the most gruesome injury he ever saw in a high school football game.
All right, so Coach Raley, so Steve Tao said, what's the most gruesome injury you've ever seen in a high school football game?
Oh, he was there for it. He saw it. My leg, September 11th, 1998.
That's right. That's right. Just trying to keep him honest. That was the night that Andy broke his leg on a field goal attempt here at Colonel Stadium. And again, one of the most gruesome things I've ever seen in my life. And the guy, Andy Raley, he handled it like a gladiator. Absolutely. Third down now. Fourth down. It's 4th and 2 with the clock running now close to 7 minutes to go here. Big play defensively for North if they can make it, Scott.
No doubt they got to make it. I mean, if you want a chance to win this football game, you've got to stop them here. So you have about 6 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. If you don't stop them here, they're going to run this thing even if they don't score under 5 minutes to play, and you're down 2 scores.
Oh yeah, they could run it easily down under 5 minutes with the way they have methodically moved the football. Bridgman hands the ball off. Jack Ryan's first down and more. He's going to run to the right. Splits a double team there and gets down. And I think he put the ball on the ground there at the end. Let's see what happened. Nope, he was able to recover it. So it's a first down inside the 25-yard line of North. Scott, something that hasn't been talked about very much here probably the last 6 or 7 weeks is the fact that Gavin Wimsett, former Owensboro High School quarterback, no longer with the program, left after week 3 of the season to go to Rutgers to play with Greg Schiano and have an opportunity to cash in on some of that NIL money.
Because he's not playing.
No, he's not playing yet. He hasn't got on the field in college yet, but one of the few times you ever heard a guy lose a player in the middle of a season.
Not even in the middle. I mean, usually, injury, yeah, sure, but to lose them to college, that's just something unheard of.
Yeah.
But $350,000, that speaks well. I mean,
yeah, I think there's a lot of things that are going to happen with that whole new rule, if you will, that we got
to scale it back a little bit.
We can't anticipate what's getting ready to happen.
Congratulations to the Lady Colonels. They are your region champion as they win it 3-0 over Webster County. But you know what, Scott, this is a team in Webster County that has vastly improved over the last 2 years.
To make it to the championship game is
first time ever.
And the Lady Colonels will play either Louisville Male or Louisville Sacred Heart. Both those teams.
That's a timeout.
One's ranked first, one's ranked third in the state.
Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. Back with more South-North football right after this.
If you're a business owner or HR director, this message from Assurance Consulting and Testing Solutions is for you. We provide 24-hour on-site drug and alcohol testing for companies of all sizes. Working around your company's schedule, we come to your location and provide rapid results or DOT lab-based results. We're specialists. Drug testing is what we do. Learn more. Visit axtesting.net. Assurance Consulting and Testing Solutions. Simple, accurate, convenient.
It's time to call T&G Heating and Air Conditioning. Let them check your system and do a tune-up to make sure your system is operating efficiently. T&G is a trained dealer and can meet all your air conditioning and heating needs. From servicing your current unit to new installations, T&G specializes in training, offering residential and commercial service. Call Jay today at T&G Heating and Air, 270-826-5287. And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
Rush, he hurdles a man. He's going to waltz right into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Bulldogs. 22-0, 5:21 to go in the game as Jack Rush says he might want to be on the microphone at the end of this one, as that is now for Rush 14 carries, and he has hit the century mark at 100 yards.
And just like the 7th grade team, they've only had 3 guys rush, but all 3 of them have got a touchdown.
Such a patient run, too.
It was.
Really good.
He picked his spot there, picked the hole, and chose the right one. And he's done that more than once tonight. Of course, anytime you run for 100 yards, you got to be doing something right. And he's getting a lot of help up front as well. Split backs for Bridgman, receiver each way. He's going to roll to his right. He's under duress, throws it up for grabs, and it's overthrown out of the back of the end zone. So that's where it stands, 22-0, 5:21 to go. Back with more football here from Colonel Stadium in just 1 minute.
120 Kentucky counties. Know what else you'll find? A Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent. That means you get coverage on what's important to you. Hi, I'm James Runyon, Agency Manager with Henderson County Farm Bureau on Zion Road. We're wanting to wish good luck to the Henderson County Colonels, and we also want to invite you to both locations October 29th for our Membership Appreciation Day. Be food and giveaways. That's 3351 Zion Road and 324 North Elm Street.
This message brought to you by Henderson County Farm Bureau.
At Galloway Electric, providing a service to their customers is only part of the job. Another part is providing professionalism combined with customer satisfaction. Galloway Electric provides all this and more. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, Galloway Electric has one of the largest inventories of electrical supplies in the area, as well as providing experienced electrical service. Stop by 1414 South Green Street in Henderson or call 270-826-1224. Galloway Electric for all your electrical needs.
Kicking off, leading 22-0 with 5:21 to play. And it's an onside kick to the left, and it's picked up nicely on the play, number 54. That is Brock Guth. I think he's picked up a couple of those tonight. And it'll be North football right about midfield with 5:20 to play, and they're trailing 3 touchdowns here. It looks like Landon Pike is going to be your quarterback for the Cadets as he's talking with the coach who has called the plays for pretty much, if I can tell, all evening long.
Yeah, him and Turner. Turner's been in there a few times.
Yeah.
They kind of mixed them up and trying to
They've kind of been using
South.
Yeah, they've used Turner a little more as a slot receiver. And as a matter of fact, he's one of the 2 receivers to the left as he joins Keaton Sutton over there. One running back next to the quarterback, Pike. Slot to the right, and motion has Turner coming this way. And he actually hit Turner. And, boy, you know, that's what happens when you use a bunch of quarterbacks. Sometimes the timing is an issue. And it looked like Pike called for the snap, and it actually hit Turner in the leg.
And what a play by Turner, though, to notice it and turn around and jump on it.
Yeah, I've seen players where they've walked away from something like that because it's like, hey, I didn't do it. Wasn't my fault. Nothing gets me like a receiver that runs a pass route in practice and the pass is incomplete. And they'll just let the ball continue on and roll, and they'll walk back to the huddle. And it's like, hey, what do you think we do here? Why is it you would think that we let balls roll 20 yards away and we don't go pick them up? You know, well, the quarterback threw it. Well, the quarterback's 40 yards away from the ball. It would cut our
There's no ball
practice.
boys in practice.
Yeah, they'd cut our practice time in half. 2 receivers left, 1 right, again motion, and that is Jericho heading to the left, and it's Pike. He's going to run left. He's going to pick up some yardage now, 5 yards, now running close to 10 yards. Got a first down and a little more. He's being slung around and wrestled to the ground, but a nice physical run.
Great effort.
Landon Pike, as if that's one of those you might want to consider staying in something like that where you know you're going to get positive yards. Because positive yards from time to time has been hard to come by for the Cadets.
You know, let's call it what it is, too. You know, sometimes we lose perspective, if you will, like with these younger kids in terms of, like, they may not be playing the spot or the position in which they're ultimately going to be playing, you know, down the road and will succeed at. And so it's just really about seeing them how hard they play.
Yeah, and you're seeing that on both sides of the football for both teams, and that is always good, especially in a rivalry game. Two receivers to the right from the shotgun. There's the snap, as it looked like it was Pike handing it off, and that is Jericho Butler on the carry, picking up what looks to be about 9 yards, close to a Cadet first down. And it is a first down. How many first downs is that tonight?
That's
Scott?
6 now.
That's 6. I think they got 3 on that one drive that came up empty.
And they got 2 on this one.
Well, there's 90% of them already.
They had minus 19 yards at halftime, and I believe they're up to maybe positive 25. So they're starting to get some yardage. Of course, the way South plays, though, they've got you right where they want you. 22-0, though.
Keep it right here as we're going to talk to the players of the game for both teams. And I've really got to hand it to our guy, John Siebert, who took this job last minute today, came in. And I really thought the rain was going to miss us for the most part, but it did not. It came in spades here for the second game tonight. And snap to Pike. He's going to run left. He's got somebody.
Whoa.
Somebody's got him lassoed.
Big man.
Man makes a big play.
Wow.
You know, the other thing I wanted to bring up, too, is like watching all of these teams together. I mean, you know, all 4 of these teams are going to be one team, you know, before long. And it's promising. If I was a fan in the stands, I like what I see.
That's the best part of this. And I've watched Coach Josh Boston do it now for like the 6th year now, where he comes out and he talks to them like they're freshmen, because essentially in a football standpoint, they are freshmen. The second that buzzer sounds, they're obviously going to be Bulldogs for life and Cadets for life, but starting in about 2 minutes and 5 seconds, they're going to be Colonels, and he lets them know exactly what the expectations are and how proud they should be to be a part of this program. Hayden Turner in a bad snap again, but picking up his Pike. He's going to throw to Turner. He's got Turner open. He catches the ball for a short gain.
Made something out of nothing.
That play, that's a great play.
It really was. It had a lot of problems starting out, but they got away from it, or got away with it, and
got 6 yards.
Got 6 yards up on the play, and makes it now 3rd down and a little more than 12 yards to go for a first down. Boy, you'd really like to see them with 1:25 remaining. At some point here, you'd really love to see North get this one in the end zone.
I just love they're just still competing now. That's
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to be, if you're Coach Josh Boston looking at this, you got to be thinking, you know what, these guys have played from behind the entire season. They're winless, but you know what? They're still trying to put something positive together. Ticking down now, close to a minute to go in this game. South leading 22-0. Turner in motion and get the snap to Pike. He's going to throw to a wide-open receiver. It's caught. Oh, and it's knocked out. Nice defensive play.
Guys, I got Coach Rich down here.
All right, go ahead.
Coach Rich, just give us a summary of how the season's gone.
Oh, we've had a great season. Kids have responded. They've been coachable all year. We've lost a couple close games that probably could have won either way, but we've stuck together and supported each other, loved each other, and this is a good group, and we've enjoyed having them.
What has kind of stood out to you about this group this year?
Offensive line play, defensive line play. We got some big boys that get off the football. They love it. They're physical, and we're just going to play a very solid brand of fundamental football.
And what do you love about coaching this age group?
Oh, man, I'm a Bulldog. South's my home. I played there. Me and you played together, I believe we did. I'm a Bulldog, and that's where I'm going to be.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks a lot, John, getting a chance to talk to Coach Rob Rich. He and I, he's been just as influential in my life, and I'm quite a bit older than him. And he told me once upon a time that what I meant to him once upon a time as a player and a coach. And he's a guy that when I knew him in high school, I thought I never got an inkling that that's what he wanted to do with his life one day was to teach and to coach. And he has dedicated, he and guys like Andy Rayleigh have dedicated their lives to doing just that. And again, I'm just as proud to have coached him, and I'm just as proud to coach with him. And again, it's just what these guys do. We're talking about the staff of both South and the staff of North, and what a wonderful job they do with these young men. It's 40 seconds to go in this one. South's got the football. They're going to run a toss sweep to the right, picking up about 7 yards on the play, and that's probably going to be the final play of the game. We'll see if South lines up in another offensive set again. 22-0. South leads it here over North. Offensively, they played a pretty, I would say close, not perfect, but pretty close for the most part. But I think defensively, North has really turned it on and played far better in the second half. It looks like South is going to be able to get one more play in. After the game, John is going to have a chance to catch up with the MVPs for both teams. Here's the final play. It's going to be a toss out here, coming running to the right. As that's a young man, is going to say that is Tyke Smith. And with that, that's the ball game. South wins it 22-0 in this annual battle between North and South 8th grade. When we come back, we'll hear from the all-stars of this game, all coming up right here on WSON. Back in 1 minute.
Wayne Higgs here, store manager at Sureway Supermarkets. Check out the great deals at our 3 Henderson locations. Our fresh, full-service meat department can cut anything you want for a great cookout. Our produce department offers a variety of garden-fresh fruits and vegetables, some purchased locally. Busy evening? Pick up hot, crispy fried chicken, hot and cold sides, and desserts from our deli. Experience our fast, friendly service where we still carry out your groceries and you don't have to wait in long lines. Shop Sureway where your neighbors are the owners.
Mr. B's Pizza and Wings is a proud sponsor of the Henderson County Colonels here on WSON. Mr. B's is a sports-themed restaurant that offers great food and great service. Mr. B's menu offers a wide variety of options from pizza and pasta to salads and sandwiches and, of course, Mr. B's famous wings. Try one of Mr. B's specials, like a large one-topping and 20 wings for $29.99. An extra large one-topping and 50 wings for just $52.99. And 2 large 2-topping pizzas, $24.99. Mr. B's Pizza and Wings. When it comes to buying for your home, the choice is clear. You want the best prices on the best products with the best service. Your best choice is Dixon's Appliance and Furniture, your hometown choice dealer. Save big on all your favorite brands, all your favorite models, and Dixon's guarantees the lowest local price. Dixon's professional sales staff can help you select the right appliance, sofa, or recliner for your home, offering years of trouble-free service. There's no better choice than your hometown choice. Dixon's Appliance, your hometown choice dealer in Henderson and Morganfield. Now, the starting lineup for Henderson's most trusted real estate team, Collier & Company Real Estate. Collier & Company Broker and Realtor, Jim Collier. Collier & Company Realtors, Christy Collier, Shelby Carroll, Stephanie Chrisman, and Amber Wood. Collier & Company Assistant Realtor, Christina Schmidt. And Collier & Company Team Manager, Brenda Morandi. Collier & Company Real Estate, an independent real estate company with listings on Facebook and at mycollierhomes.com. Serving Henderson and surrounding communities with honesty and integrity since 1968.
As we wrap things up here, we've got John Siebert on the field. He's got the players of the game. Go ahead, John.
All right, we got from North here, we got Landon Pike. So Landon, took a tough one tonight, but just tell us a little bit about how the season went this year.
It went pretty good so far. We just needed to work on our basics. If we got our basics down, we would have done way better. But our blocking definitely needed better. But overall, we did pretty good.
Good deal. And you looking forward to playing for the Colonels here in a few years?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Good job tonight. So you got Avant. All right, so you just came over from Owensboro, is that correct?
Yes, sir.